Welcome back to Hot Take Sports episode 94. 6 to go to 100. We're going to have to start doing some research.
Hey, Clayton.
Shut up. Clayton's fine. Clayton's got time. Clayton's got less than a week left, right?
Yeah, he should be back.
Wednesday's his last day.
Boss man's almost back. Good for him, man.
So he'll be back
Trooper.
next week.
Literally.
And then we'll lose Leo.
And shout out to Brady for this really cool hat that he got me. Do we want to start with your New Jersey?
We can.
Do we want to start with his trip? Or do we want to start with soccer?
I mean, we got...
No, soccer's going to take a minute. Let them talk.
I mean, Brady's got 7 different stadiums to talk
about.
about.
The finals to talk about? Just the Nuggets.
The NBA
Yeah,
finals?
and
we got to talk about the NBA.
Yeah, and then we have my new team.
Monday. That was
Your what?
game
I have a
5.
Premier League team.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Have you been
They
studying?
never-
Nope.
Dude, hey.
Pause.
Ladies and
Told
gentlemen.
my boss about this. Don't worry about it.
We
We'll
got
see.
it. We got it. You know, Brady's going to be clueless over here. He's like, man, I need one now, too. And then we'll be like, all right, next podcast. I'll text you questions to ask him about his team.
It's not going to be
Oh, I
like the
thought about
Jazz.
anyone else
I'm
do
going
it.
to actually know the championships this time. I didn't have to worry about championships with my
So,
last
yeah.
two team.
How long?
Either of your last two, and you still got it wrong on one of them. Jazz and Kraken.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just waiting. But, what we're talking about first.
We don't need your noises in the background every time you're not in the
I
conversation.
saw the comment section that they liked it, so...
I
Yeah.
don't know what comment section you've been looking at.
It's literally just me.
Bro, you guys do a great job, bro. Keep it up.
I've never said that.
Thank God.
It's always negative.
Thank God. It's always like, dude, you guys suck.
But at least I don't dislike the video.
Who does that? You would.
He got crapped on in the title and got salty.
Yeah.
So
Was that before your time? Was it before his
No,
time?
it was
No,
while
that
he
was
here.
during Leo.
During
It
Leo.
was while we
my
were
hair
here.
is over now.
Well,
It was during Leo.
there's the pre-Leo era and the
It was BL
with
before Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
then you got-
BL and AL before Leo and after Leo.
And then you got AA
about Leo?
during Leo.
after edition.
You leaving?
No.
Leo leaves the podcast title?
What?
No.
You fucking clickbaiter.
No, because he already named an episode. Matthew leaves the podcast, and it's because I'm going to dinner with my family.
Bro, you could just straight up say that. Dude, you could be like, Leo leaves the podcast, ... and then I not show up next Monday. And then
you're
you'll be
like,
like, oh my God, he did! Next thing you know, your moms are texting, what happened to Leo? Where's Leo? What did you guys do to Leo?
We
And they'd be like, bro, he's on vacation.
sit there not
Oh.
explaining why Leo isn't here. Just carry on business
And then
as usual.
2 weeks ago, Leo popped
Hilarious.
back up.
I'm gonna pop back up.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah.
thought you could get rid of me. Who do you think you are?
Yeah, then-
I am. Dive bomb through a table.
Episode
Dive
96
through
would be
a
like,
table.
Leo returns to the podcast.
Leo returns from a long war.
War.
Every New Yorker possible.
Let me know how that goes.
Terrible. I'll probably die if I do
Can I come
that.
back with a New York accent?
All right, Leo, stretch your stuff on the runway. Show off your cool New Jersey.
You got the new City Connect jersey. It is clean. First time actually wearing it.
It's gorgeous.
It's super nice.
really
I love
nice.
it.
Dude, Velcro right here, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, to keep it so
Ooh,
you can
it's
see.
real fancy.
Yeah. We got the top two button.
Showing off the
I
stirrup.
was honestly wondering if they were going to have a button like right in the middle here just to make it like flatten. And then I saw the Velcro. I'm like, that's smart.
That's how
Now
you know
it
it's
really
real.
makes
Big
me,
brand.
it really makes me wonder if they have Velcro on their jerseys.
They're
Or if
supposed
they
to be
just put them on
replicas,
these like
so,
the apparel.
Most of them do, I
you
think.
would think.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice.
Oh yeah.
I really like
Well,
the C.
I like the
you bought
C
it.
a
You bought
lot.
it like legit, right?
The
You,
C
like,
is-
you got it from Fanatics.
I'll flex on him.
No, I have nothing there. But yeah. Smile.
It's sick.
It's
Looks
really cool.
Nice.
And the
really
Reds
like
are on what, 8 games?
Eight
straight?
games.
We're going
Yeah.
from 9 tonight at
Swept
7:10
Kansas City
on
and
Valley
Houston.
Sports on 661 on HD if anyone's interested in watching. We may be down in the 6th, but guess what? The Rally Reds strike. We
Reds.
struck last night. I don't know how, but we struck last
Who you guys
night.
play tonight?
The
They're playing the Rockies
Rockies.
this
We play the
week.
Rockies for 3, and then we go play the Braves, and then we go to the Orioles. So
Braves is a home series, right? Yeah, because Dimmon's
Yeah.
tonight. Oh shoot, yeah.
Braves series. is
But
home.
still, it'll be tough.
I know.
I
I'm just
mean,
saying
the Braves.
It's not in
the,
Atlanta.
yeah,
It's
Bra-
right-
the Braves-
the Braves
Chop house.
offense is absolutely disgusting.
Their lowest scoring game of the Rocky series was 8.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, the
That's a
Rockies
four-game
aren't
series.
also that good, but
8,
was
8,
it?
10, and 14, I think is what they scored.
Where was it?
It
Was it
was
in
in
Colorado right now?
It was in Atlanta.
because they went to the game.
The Rockies.
They went to one of them.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, we can get there now.
We could.
What?
Well, that's at the end of the week.
But yeah.
That's true. You have to go back to the beginning, but
Yeah, the Reds are doing really good right now, surprisingly. 37-35. We are half a game back behind the Brewers for first place. Brewers, man.
sorry.
I just want
Can't
someone
help you.
other than Milwaukee to win. And right now it's looking just like the Reds have the chance. And maybe the Cubs, but not really.
Pirates are still above the Cubs, aren't they?
Yeah.
I forgot about the Pirates. I always forget that.
Yeah.
I always think of
The
4
Pirates
teams.
actually
Everybody
I
did
always
does.
think
that.
of 4 teams. Just like, yeah. But yeah, the
Yeah,
Pirates.
Central used to have 16.
Because right now it goes Milwaukee, then the Reds half a game, and I think we have I think it's 2-game difference because I think the Pirates are
The top
34.
three are all right next to
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah, because the
And then
Pirates
Cubs
only have
drop off, and then
34.
the Cardinals are like
Yeah,
All right,
in
Leo.
the basement.
But yeah,
They-
Matt,
one sec.
Houston was the 6th team until they moved to the AL West in 2013.
Houston was in the Central. That's weird. All right.
Well,
Well, I
yeah.
mean, I guess it kind of makes sense,
but yeah, the
they're still.
yeah. So it goes 37-34 Milwaukee, 37-35 Reds, and then it goes like 34-36, I believe, or 34-37 because the Pirates and Brewers just got done. I think the Pirates won 1 game when they played the series with
That's
Milwaukee.
right.
I know the Brewers.
I think
won
it was
the series.
1. I know they didn't split it, but yeah, Milwaukee ended up winning at 3-1, which I mean, Pittsburgh kind of did their job. They took 1 game from them, so that's what you kind of
nails, by the way. Pirates are 34-36.
baseball,
You know
man.
baseball.
What do you mean, no baseball?
Cubs
Could
are
you imagine
33
me
and
start of the
38.
year? Go back to that podcast. Absolutely oblivious to the world on baseball.
Oh, I love it.
I was just over
love
here
how
like,
into
Bro
baseball
got
you are
mad
now.
every time we talked about
Facts,
baseball.
dude. Facts. Yeah, I'm over here like whatever.
No, he
I'll
sits
get
in
on
the
my
corner and he
phone.
goes,
Bro, I'd get on my phone and just start scrolling up anything else.
I'm just going to sit here and whisper into the mic until you
Bro,
guys
and
are
then
done
I'd get so
talking until I
defensive and
actually
mad when
care
you
about the
guys would talk
conversation.
yeah, exactly. But anywho,
Title: Leo likes baseball? Question mark.
what? Pause. But anywho, the Reds are playing really well. They're already halfway to the goal of what I wanted them to win games wise at the end of the year, which was like mid-60s.
60 and 100.
And Brady, yeah,
Less than 100 losses, basically.
yeah, ballpark that area. And Brady
all
and
I
I have
want
been
now,
discussing, and realistically, the ceiling is like probably 89 to 90 games.
I'd say ceiling's like 95.
I feel like
that's
if we get to
absolute-
95 is
90s,
really good.
if
so.
we get to
That's
if
absolute
we get to
ceiling.
like anywhere in the 90s, that's disgusting with how young
Premier
we are.
baseball teams put up 100 wins, so I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be very happy. with
If you even put up 80 wins with our youth, and like, I know it's not impressive when they're rookies, but it's still impressive.
No, it's impressive.
It's
Yeah.
Impressive.
Anything the Reds are
26-year-old
doing
rookie.
right now is
Yeah.
It's really
All right, Leo.
Hmm.
At the trade deadline, I heard you guys are buying. So who do you want?
I didn't know we were buying.
He doesn't know that.
I do. I
That's what I.
don't know that aspect of baseball.
He and I were talking about it earlier, though. I
But
think
yeah,
they'll get
I don't know.
Gio.
We'll probably go pitching, and it wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't mind if Senzel or somebody else in the infield gets moved on from, like Kevin Newman, maybe even.
you guys need to consolidate a little.
Yeah, we. Like, what do you mean? Sorry, like.
Like you've got like 14 guys who could get playing time in the field.
Yeah,
right
we
now.
got. Yeah.
So you need to consolidate a few of those for better players.
So like,
then,
you
like-
mean
like
like
better
condense it a
pitching.
little more and guarantee
Yeah,
players more time and
Get rid of 3 guys for 1 better guy.
And
Exactly.
then, like, 3 of their top 5 prospects are
exactly.
also
Like
in-
I wouldn't
Exactly.
mind if we went ahead and packaged like Kevin Newman, Luke Maley, and one of our younger prospects like is coming up, or like maybe even Marte, who's a shortstop. I mean, right now our middle infield isn't going to need touched for like 10 years if we lock in
Sign him.
lock in everybody, because even then you don't even have to retain India in that 10 years. You could just put McLean at second and put Ellie at short, and then you could just even call up, like with the 3 that I said. After that, then you could call up CES, play him at third base. Then you could play him at third base, and I would even do my perfect starting 9 would easily be first and second. We got Steer, India. Shortstop would be McLean. Third base right now would be De La Cruz, and then catcher would be Stevenson. Left field would probably be Jake Fraley. Center field would be Friedel. Right field, as of now, as his hitting would be Will Benson. Will Benson's been hitting really good.
And bring back Luis Castillo to be the ace.
There's no shot.
He's on like a 5-year deal. See now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's not-
That's hella money. And
I
then
think-
I'd either DH Votto or I'd DH CES. And if we got CES, then I would just rotate it all down And I think I would DH. I think I'd DH India and just shift McLean over to second, Ellie to short, and then CES at third. Just depend on whoever's fielding or defensive-wise, however you want to do that.
I think you guys are going to trade Fraley at the deadline.
That'd really suck, but my dude's first at bat after being back.
He's an outfielder, right?
Yeah, he's outfield.
He left hitting outfielder.
Hey,
That's why he'd be my starting left fielder.
No.
You don't want him?
We have a logjam everywhere else.
We need a center fielder right now.
His nickname is Rake Fraley.
George Valera is racing. No, I think Valera's going to be back. Valera's going to take over.
I don't want anyone from over there. Thanks.
Think he's getting called up soon?
He just got back from injury, so probably not.
But yeah.
Go ahead, Leo.
Lars Newbar's back in the MLB. Woo! We now have 2 outfielders starting.
There you go. Then an infielder still there and left.
No, Tommy Edmonds still playing center. Newbar's going to play
But
left.
Edmonds
Carlson's
been
playing
good in
right.
center,
And Jordan
right?
Walker's going to DH.
He has been really good, yes.
Huh?
Edmonds been good,
He's been a
right?
gold glover in
Edmund's been
center.
really good, yeah.
Okay, so
For
Leo,
no
were you
reason.
done?
you
but-
basically have 3 center fielders then.
I think so for the most part.
I was going to say, 'cause I was
3
going to let you
outfielders.
finish.
But yeah, overall, really happy with the Reds and how they're playing right now, and hopefully we can keep it up. I mean, I'm expecting the wheels to fall off some point in time because there's no Cinderella run without a little drama at the end. But
Yeah, naturally.
It's a long season.
Yeah, it's
You'll
a
have
long
to
season,
pick
and
up
we're like,
somewhere.
what is
So
it?
you've played
72
games,
of
got 90 to
182?
go.
Or is it
162?
162?
Got 90 to go.
So about a third of the way, just a little over. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I mean, this will be the first full year that I pay attention to a fully baseball,
Same.
just because the youth is really intriguing. You could be an outsider on baseball, not really know much of anything, and I'd probably tell you to watch the Reds play baseball, and you'd probably be interested because 9 times out of 10, 3 really cool plays will happen because De La Cruz will either beat out a routine ground ball or send a piss missile down first base line, make the first baseman snag it, really good snag, barrel roll, and then slide face first into the bag, and De La Cruz still beat it out. First of all,
he's insane.
His slide into
that
first
was
wild.
disgusting. I'm like, oh my god, you slid into first? In my mind, I'm like, only I do that on MLB. What are you doing?
It never
And then the
works.
ump goes, hey. Everyone in Houston, what? Are you kidding me? Even I. And then Spencer Steer rakes home the tying run, makes it 5-5. My God, Ian Jabot, you're so lucky you handcrafted a double play ball because you almost screwed us the game, my
he's
guy.
got 4 blown saves, but he's like 7-1. It's ridiculous.
Dude, he's playing down to like a 59 in MLB right now. I'm like,
It's
he's got
ridiculous.
good stats on paper, but sometimes, man, it's interesting. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, shout out to the Reds.
I compared Jabot to Karinchak the other day. If it's not a safe situation, he's got to try to make it.
Bad,
And if it is a safe situation, he's gonna give up the lead. That's all.
dude. And then,
Good thing he is downtown.
but at this point, I'd rather Jabot over Ricky Karcher. My God, I genuinely.
Did you guys talk about that last week?
Karen check?
Yeah.
No.
No, you didn't.
No, we did not.
Well,
I don't
Because
think
nobody cared.
yep.
That's true. Clayton wasn't here.
You and Clayton are the
weren't
only
here
2
either.
with beef.
I guess I didn't state that Votto's back in the lineup tonight, but yeah, Joey Votto's back finally. By the way,
They haven't announced the correspondent movie yet, so I have no clue who the heck they're sending down.
His
wouldn't-
site videos are so.
I know they're
overdone.
so corny. Like, dude, I'd have been
Votto's
fine with your
pretty
very
corny.
last one that I put in the group chat.
Yeah.
Where it was just him in a full red suit, right? Red suit with
Yeah.
his
Sitting
black
on the
and red
bench,
Franklin.
right? The one sitting on the bench.
There's
or-
one, and then I sent the other
Then
one
you
where he's
sent
like
the video.
walking up the
The
steps
video,
with the
he's
bat.
gone too far.
The
He's-
video could have just been it
Is
right
he-
there.
No, he should have ended
Is
at
he
the
playing
bus
first
thing.
base or DHing?
He's playing
He's
first
playing
tonight.
first base.
They
Oh my
put
God.
Steer back out and left. Which, I mean, a
I
lot
think-
of
I think
people
they
are
should try
asking for that.
Long-term, low-key.
I don't want Spencer Steer out there, dude.
Yes,
because
but-
once Vada retires, who's playing first? Because you could put CES at first, but
Well,
I'd rather drop Steer back down to
Odds
first
are
base.
pretty good. They could move CES to first base, and then the guy that they just drafted out of high school last year, who plays third base, is really good. Cam Collier. He's like their number 2 prospect. He's a lefty.
I don't know. There's just a
High
lot of
school, he's got 4
infielders.
years before he's in the league.
Not
Maybe
necessarily.
3.
Not necessarily. It really kind of depends on how well he hits.
I don't know. It
I mean,
just
Soto debuted at 19.
yeah.
So it's not like it's like on Harper debuted at 20 maybe 19 or 20. Yeah, he's actually a college guy. He graduated high school at 16 and went to JUCO at 16. Harper did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Harper
Yeah,
was wild.
Harper.
He was hit me as the strive for extra greatness kind of guy in school,
Harper
but
is so under. People call him overrated. But
He's not.
He's not.
no, he's not overrated.
Just needs to stay healthy.
Yeah. Dude, doesn't he have like a
He
freaking
played
robot arm now or
through
something?
his
Like, he's
injury
got a big
last
old-
year.
He
Yeah,
DH'd
he
through it, yeah,
DH'd
because he couldn't throw. He
couldn't
could
throw.
still
DH
swing.
and played first base.
Dude, might be
No,
Indy
he
after
didn't-
yesterday.
I don't think he played first base after the injury.
Dude got
Well, that's
raked,
basically
got
my- he
studded
couldn't
on the
throw,
inside.
otherwise-
That's
Like,
basically my cousin
first
right
pitch
now.
of extra innings.
Yeah.
Need him right on the kneecap. Fucking hobbled down the first base. TJ happened. Hey, you're gonna run for him. Okay. Oh, by the way, you're getting sent down too.
Isaac, they finally did it.
What?
They finally called up Bo the other day.
I know.
It was a very exciting
Finally
day.
The Guardians did the thing.
It was really unfortunate, kind of like
Hey, they
Like
were
the
just
way
waiting
it
until we
played
were
out.
done watching.
I guess.
They were like, "Oh, we'll just wait."
We had to
another
keep
week."
one of them.
because like obviously super awesome for Bo Naylor to come up, but the fact that it came at the expense of Mackenzie going on the injured list with a UCL injury, and
Bro
I mean,
pitched
like,
one game,
like
didn't he?
Zanino,
Two.
like Zanino's gonna get DFA'd eventually anyway, but like having that be correspondence of Mackenzie getting hurt, it's like the way it kind of like went down was not like the greatest, but Bo's here now finally, so.
And
It'll
he'll be-
all even out. I just
he'll-
hope Mackenzie didn't shred his UCL, and it's just like
Yeah.
because usually elbow sprains are UCL tears. Just depends on how severe.
So Brady, you get Bo. Say it with me.
You get fucked.
Come on, Tom, you pancake eating mother.
I watched that movie today.
Did you?
I watched Moneyball and Draft Day back to back today.
It's
Just
a
because
scene in
I
draft
could.
day where like the stud quarterback his name
Bo
is
Callahan.
Oh, I have a funny
Callahan.
story.
Yeah.
And he's a really trash human being, but he's a
Yeah.
really good ball player. And they just keep like flip flopping, and then the Browns get like what is it, the fourth pick? I think he ended up getting
they
the
got
third.
one. Well, they traded back up into 6 for
Yeah,
3
so they got
and then
1
flipped
and
it back to
7.
for all of his first round picks back in the punt return.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
originally the Browns
I gave
were-
up-
It's a super unrealistic movie.
It's
but it's
like
still super
the
cool.
trade logic
It's
out the window.
well, yeah, trade
and the
logic-
draft logic.
What is it?
Ellie.
It is three.
Sorry, we can
It's,
hear you.
So-
it's 3 straight first round picks for number 1, and then automatic. You know, everyone in the office like, "You idiot! You just ruined this team's future." The head coach like, "I'm quitting." I don't know. Fast
I've a-
forward.
I have something to add on that.
Let him finish the
And then
story.
you fast forward, and then you're on draft day, and he takes the guy he wanted to take no matter what, the defensive end from Ohio State, Vontae Maga. Which you could have easily gotten him at like 6 or 7, wherever they were.
7.
And so they get him. Everyone's yelling at him, pissed off. And they're like, and he's off. Silence. His dad died like a month ago. Thinking about that, his mom walks in, and then his girlfriend slash wife slash whatever in
Girlfriend.
the movie, yeah, comes in. You got to see this. Comes back in. Bo Callahan's falling all the way down the board. No one's taking him because he didn't take him. And then they're like, wait a second. So then they call like the new GM in Philly. Not
No,
Philly, Seattle.
Jacksonville.
Oh, is it Jacksonville? Yeah, it is because Seattle's the one who wanted it. Yeah. But yeah, Jack comes to
that
Jacksonville,
movie
and the
a little too
dude
low.
like gives him like just picks, and he's like, "Oh, I'm feeling really good." The new guy's like, "Yeah, I got a handful of draft picks," and everyone's gonna be like, "Well, I wonder what the Jags are doing next year." I mean, dumb idea. But anywho, so he gets it back, calls back Seattle, and Seattle's like, "Thanks, we got your picks and Bo Callahan." He goes, "Plot twist, I have the pick before you, so make me an offer." He's like, "What?" Plot twist. He goes, "I'll give you 3 number 2s." He goes, "Nope, I want all my first round picks back, all of them." And then he goes, "Fine deal," and then pauses. He goes, "Sorry, that deal's off the table. I want your punt returner too." And then he just gets the punt
That's
returner
a-
and 3 first back
That's
because
a
it's
callback
like
to the beginning of the movie, though.
it's like Percy Harvin type vibes, like really fat. I don't know. Never watched him.
It's on HBO Max if you want.
It's not bad.
I've
it's
watched
it's
enough of the movie on TikTok that I understood everything he just said.
That's fantastic.
I mean, pretty much. I just summed it
I love
up. Like, oh, plot twist. You gotta
Yeah, I
make me an
remember seeing
offer.
every part of that. I was like,
Yeah.
That-
yep.
that's
So
what-
that supposedly that movie is like on like the actual draft day, like it's that chaotic in real life too.
Oh,
I'm
I'm sure
for
it
sure.
I'm
is.
sure there's stuff.
But-
I'm for
It's-
sure it's chaos everywhere,
that
not just
movie-
the people picking.
I think it was the Houston GM who said this on ESPN Cleveland
Yeah.
850
Of
Yeah,
course.
but-
and said,
Wait, Houston GM.
yeah, they had him on.
All right, go off.
They do have a major connection now with Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, they
I
do.
suppose it's true.
Yeah.
Free
Like
massages.
this now.
Free massages if he showed up on the pod.
Next, what were you saying?
And supposedly that movie's like realistic, other than the trade logic and stuff.
Well,
Mute him.
Yeah. And then my other story.
while he was talking,
You won't be
My
able to
other
hear it.
story. So my
Oh,
cousin, who's
It's okay.
12 and the same height as my mom.
Imagine.
Yeah,
Being
my
tall and
uncle is
stuff.
6'10".
Shut up. I know.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Get mad about
So
Because he brags about his family's height all the time.
But I just said puberty, am I right? And you shut up. I'm like, what?
Him.
You looked at me when you said
so he was at a baseball tournament this weekend in Columbus. And my dad went down to watch on, I think it was Friday. But supposedly the day after, they played Findlay and Toledo. I think it was the championship game. My uncle said, "There's only one thing left to do. Win the whole fucking thing," to 12-year-old. And said that line.
I used the direct quote. I mean,
he ain't wrong.
I'll figure it out. It's fine.
No,
Yeah.
it's a quote. You can leave it in there. Full stop.
Your discretion is advised.
Sorry. It's a quote.
Bro did not care.
Bro just didn't
He
even
took so much
hesitate.
time to get the story out and
I know.
still just was like,
I don't care.
I'm just going to say
Yeah,
it.
so in my
Bless
my
you.
cousin can't play the field
us.
right now, so he's only gauging because he has a fracture like right here.
He shouldn't be swinging the bat. I don't care.
Well, he's swinging the bat.
You
Like-
put a
like
boxing
walking on a
glove
walkie
on
when
it
you're in
and
a
punch
boot.
that thing like Donkey Kong does in Mario.
It's not
Those
better.
super sluggers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Supposedly,
about?
Yes, I know what you're talking
he
about.
hit,
Okay, good.
he hit one about
You surfboard.
250,
Nah, child's play.
Banana, baby
250 to
DK.
300. And just
I could do that.
Like 3 years ago, and I could still do it. Yeah,
I think I can still do it.
yeah.
Do
I'm
what?
not sure I could.
What could you do?
Hit the ball 280. Baseball.
Feet?
Yes. Not yards.
I didn't even know
Yeah.
that.
30 yards, great.
I thought
We can't even hit golf
average.
balls.
Our center
I thought you were
field's
talking
what,
about your
340?
average.
Corey Austin?
Yeah,
360.
it's 340.
360?
Oh, I thought
360
I thought it was
and 340
340.
both lines.
I thought it was 345. I thought it was...
Not that I ever, hit those things
Made
with
it
the ball
there,
or anything, but
No, I mean, I never did either, but
My closest one was on a windy day down third base line. That was the closest I ever got.
Brady, you want to tell us about your family vacation?
Yeah.
yeah,
With
give
your
us the
brothers.
rundown.
The broski vacation.
Yeah, so my dad, my brothers, and I, we took a road trip through, I want to say the Midwest, but technically Ohio's the Midwest. So we'll call it,
It was Midwest.
It's
yeah, well, it was Midwest. Well, that was
Central U.S.
that was when we actually learned that the arch was the gateway to the West.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that. I hadn't ever
You knew a
researched the
guy,
arch.
too.
Yeah, I know. I was like, how did I not know that?
He literally lives with me, and he couldn't ask me questions about the art. He went to the internet. How tall is it?
I don't remember, dude.
Wait, I got this.
I'm gonna get in trouble because my dad's gonna listen to this. And I'm not gonna know the answer.
Well, it could be like, you didn't know the arch, man.
It's like 570. feet
Sorry,
or something
I'm
like that.
stupid. Okay,
I was in the 1,000. I was gonna ask you if it was over
Oh no,
1,000.
no.
bro, going up in that thing,
Massive, but-
going up in there, terrifying. Like it's like a little train car pulley system. You drags you this way and then up this way. They're like, it's like a Ferris wheel. That's the scariest
Little does he know,
Ferris
there's
wheel
a
I've ever ridden
hamster
in my
that
entire life.
pulls him
It
up.
goes up, and then it has to, because you're going at an angle, it has to readjust. So it stops here. So sorry. It stops here, and then it has to reset you down, and then it's
Yeah.
up.
And the doorways of the pods are 4 foot. So my dad, Brock, and I were
God.
had to squeeze that in there. My dad hit his head. I was like, oh, rip.
Oh.
Somebody has
So
to.
all of you fit in there at once?
Dang it!
Yeah, it's
630.
it's a 5-person pod. So
Okay.
we got in there.
Okay.
It was alright.
So it's a decent size.
Yeah.
Because I was
No.
picturing
No, it's not.
it's not
The width
compared
of
to
it,
the size of that chip of your
the width of it probably goes from where your arm is to where my leg is,
the width. Oh my god.
and it only goes from the couch to maybe Brady's leg on the ground.
Oh, so you were comfortable in
Oh
there.
yeah, it
It's
was,
literally-
it was cozy.
It's chair, 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 chair.
Oh, okay, good. They give you chairs.
Oh,
That's good.
Oh yeah, because it's only this tall. I mean,
yeah. They were-
you have to bend down to get it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Did you just to our west of the doors for 4 foot?
I heard that part. I just didn't know if the door
No.
opened up and just the door entrance was just that small for some odd reason.
No, but it was pretty
I can
cool.
find a
Pretty
picture
cool
of
to
it.
go up there.
I can find a video.
Got a couple
Just-
got a couple good pictures, like looking down into the Cardinal Stadium from up there, which was super cool. And then we sat behind home plate in St. Louis, so I actually got to see the view from the other way around. So I got to see the arch in the backdrop, which was super cool.
Mhm.
See the stadium and like the village area type of deal. I don't remember what you said it was called.
Ballpark Village.
Thank you. That's what I thought. I just don't want to get it wrong. That was all super cool.
Yeah, it's
That's kind of cool.
it's tight. So as you know, we are Hot Take Sports. So we enjoy sports in general. Brady, what was your favorite sporting event you've ever been to?
I would have to say probably the playoff game between the Guardians and the Yankees at the end of last season in the playoffs.
Oh, good one. Isaac?
Browns Bills.
That's Bills. Leo?
God, my favorite one was this Crew home opener this year, being front row, witnessing the magic of Lucas Zelleron.
Great time with the boys. Clayton?
One of my personal favorites from the last year was my dad and I went to Milwaukee to watch the Dodgers play the Brewers. Got a new stadium off the list. Sat first row right field. Sweet.
Nice. Home run ball?
Over me. I watched Freddie Freeman hit one directly over my head.
So
And
close.
Mookie Betts played catch right next to me, so that was kind of cool.
That's sweet.
Got on
That's right,
ESPN.
you're on ESPN.
That is true.
We, as a group, went to a Timberwolves Cavaliers game in Cleveland earlier this year, so that was super fun. And you know what every single one of those events has in common?
What would that be, Matt?
We used code HTS at SeatGeek to get $20 off our purchase.
Exactly. There's nothing better than saving money and supporting your favorite content creators, being Hot Take Sports. Make sure to use code HTS next time you check out at SeatGeek. Tickets not only for sporting events, but concerts, comedy shows, really anything that requires tickets. Summer is coming. All of your favorite events are coming up this summer, so make sure to use code HTS at SeatGeek for $20 off of your first purchase.
See if it focuses.
Focus.
It's not going to focus.
Focus. I believe. Hello.
It's not going to focus.
It's not focusing. It's not focusing.
Yeah, it's not.
But yeah, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, they're
So it's like a
pretty
ball. It's
Yes.
like a little orb or something.
Yeah, and
Yes.
they're all just connected.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that doesn't look bad.
It was
Can you?
it was
You can
tight.
see out it, correct?
Yeah, there's windows on the doors, but that's it.
Okay.
You can't see out the arch on the way up, though. You just see the
Yeah.
stairs that you would go down if these weren't working.
Yeah, our pod like bumped into the
Interesting.
side of the stairs. It was a little scary.
Interesting.
I was like, am I about to die in a national landmark?
Hey man, it's one way to go out.
Yeah, it is.
Really
America.
Thank you, sir.
If it was raining, you could slide down the arch. Slip and slide. Whee! Then you get to the straight part.
I'm
You're
not
like,
really sure
"Ah!"
I'm not really sure gravity would allow me to slide down that.
Did you guys
a
stop in the
little
little
bit.
museum area and watch the little movie?
I took like before you go up. Yeah.
Yeah. In the movie, you good?
That was close. I almost
I
knocked
almost
over his
just-
drink. I
Um,
dinked it, just wobbled. No, you're fine. You're fine. I
They-
just stretched my leg
I'm
up and
looking
added
for
up
it.
so long, but
They show a little movie that you can go watch. That's like the construction of the arch and everything. And one of the things is they you build it section by section
Mhm.
as it goes up on both sides. And when it was like 500-600 feet up, they have videos of guys just hanging with their feet over the edge eating lunch at the top of the arch.
Just terrifying.
No helmets on,
nah.
no fall protection, nothing. I'm sitting there watching the video just like, that's not okay. That's not okay.
OSHA! OSHA! OSHA!
I'm sorry, but there's no OSHA back then.
There was no OSHA back then. Nope.
I have a story similar to that. Once we moved a couple ballparks off.
Well, see.
But
Where'd you get that?
yeah.
Like a scratch behind my ear, my eyes twitching, watching it. I'm like,
Oh yeah. No, I looked out the window. I was like, I really can't look down right now, or I'll freak out.
Bro, you
It's-
were like that at the Hoover Dam.
it's wild.
Oh yeah, that
though.
too.
I was
That-
like, oh,
yeah.
Brady, look out, we're falling. You were like, ah!
It feels like you're falling when you're at the top of the arch. It feels like it's just gonna sway over.
Well, and
You're like,
because the floor is arched because it's an arch.
God.
As like I was like walking over like back towards, and I was like,
Yeah, because the
About-
floor is like
It's like
this.
it's like
Yeah.
that glass bridge they got in Tennessee now.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of that.
I want to go on the
Never
one in
been
Grand
on it.
Canyon.
Zoomed. Ugh.
Yeah, the Grand
Did
Canyon.
Did you
it's-
see that
it's
one
super
cracked
cool.
one time?
Terrifying. Super.
That cracked, and I'm like, Yeah, I saw that
It was
crack.
like an image. It was an imaging of it, like cracking.
Oh,
That's so. Oh, I could
And
never.
I saw it crack. I'm like,
freaking-
I'd be.
I'm tiny.
Be
It'll be
gone.
alright.
And then we went to that in Chicago where it's got that like glass platform that hangs out on the side of the building.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not Sears Tower
What is it,
anymore,
Willis?
but
Is it Willis Towers?
that
Whatever.
sounds right.
Willis Tower or something like that. But
Okay.
yeah, we went out on that, and I'm like, smile. I'm getting off.
Wow.
And the ladies and everyone over there is like laying up. I'm like, yeah. Next thing you know, falls, and you're like, and I'm sitting over like, idiot. Should have only taken your picture and got out.
Prank on John.
Yeah, St.
Spider-Man,
Louis,
save
St. Louis
us. Oh
was
wait,
fun.
this isn't New York. Rip, bro.
St. Louis was fun. We went to Kansas City after that. I've always wanted to go to Kansas City because, as a Guardians fan, I watched a lot of games on the TV that they play in Kansas City. So the waterfall stuff, super cool. Like, all the lighting in the fountains was really nice. Got to try Kansas City brisket.
Rate the barbecue.
Out of 10.
It was
Nah,
solid. It was a
nope,
solid 10.
nope,
It was a
solid.
solid
Out of 10.
Yeah, it's a
It was a solid 10. It was just like a barbecue brisket sandwich with pickles.
Oh, 12 or 2. It lost
the
my pickles.
pickles are-
I know. I would have pulled the
Nice touch.
pickles
It was
off, and I'd have been
actually
like,
nice
brisket.
Yeah, but it leaves the juice flavor.
I wasn't gonna get the pickles, but they were like, "Do you want pickles?" I was like,
If you
"I mean, is it normal?" And they were like, "Kind of." And I was like, "Sure."
for the culture.
for the culture.
You want pickles? Are they normal?
Yeah.
This guy.
Oh yeah. Giants, Cardinals in Kansas City. The Giants or in St. Louis, Giants won. Then I got to watch the Reds in Kansas City. Got to watch Ellie De La Cruz. It was really weird because that game was 5-4, but all of the runs were scored in the first 3 innings.
Yep.
So it was one of those like, oh yeah, this could be a really good game. Like just
Plot
slugfest back and forth. Plot twist. The last 6 innings of nothing. Made it on the TV though.
Was that? No, that was
Oh,
that was the last game of the series where Perez went yard to send it to extras, I think.
No, that was the first game of the series.
Oh, was it first
Yeah,
game?
that was the night before.
God, I just remember what. Oh yeah, because I stayed up and then yeah.
Yeah.
Watch the end of
night we were in
extras.
Kansas City was that was the night of the reverse boycott in Oakland. Shout out Oakland. We gotta talk about that too. Yeah, Kansas City was super cool. Went to Texas after that. That's the newest stadium in the league until 2027. But
I'm mad at that stadium
He's
right
not.
now.
it's so nice.
I love the stadium, but I'm pissed at it right now because you know why. It just happened about an hour ago.
Oh yeah, you're playing MLB.
Oh, my
You
God.
crapped on.
I had runners on first and second. Johnny benches up. I perfect nuke one. 105 Exville. You know where it goes? Dead center in a coffin corner. Fly out. I'm like yelling at my TV.
I
I'm like,
watched, I watched the
Brady,
Rangers center
I'm
fielder
out.
hit a.
It was a perfect, and I'm out. It was yard. Anywhere else, and I'm out.
I
And
watched
he's
Lenny
like,
Tavares hit a home
"Stop."
run over that same coffin corner because I knew exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Johnny Bench bats with a noodle. Sorry, man.
he does. He had 90. He had 90 power.
That's weak.
It is pretty weak for the most part, but
For a diamond cut?
dude, if it was a lefty,
Oh yeah.
gone. He crushes lefties, but
Texas was
unfortunate.
super nice though. Well, the roof was closed both days. The air conditioning in Globe Life super nice. It's a massive stadium. However, it might be the most confusing stadium I'll ever be in. So keep the voice crack.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I was going to. So you walk in and you're on the 100 levels, but in that ballpark, the 100s is the second deck. So you go down the stairs to double digits, they do it the 30s or whatever.
so they got a basement.
20s and 30s. So it's double digits and 100s, 200s, 300s. Really weird. So you're walking around, but all the seats in right field are 100 level seats. So I was trying to walk from left field around because we sat first base line. So I got to center field. There's just a brick wall. I'm like,
Hold
Son
up.
of a-
Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
I was like,
Is this
how
platform
do I?
9 3/4?
So
Through it.
so I walked
Should
over
have
to.
tried. Should have tried.
You never know. We'll be on the other side.
I walked over to one of the workers
Support
and I
of
was
the
like,
GI
"Hey,
world.
how do you get to the first baseline from here?"
I'm in.
I'm standing in center field. She goes, "Oh, you got to walk all the way back around." And I was like, "You're joking, right?" She goes, "No." I
You
was like,
getting your steps
I
in
was
the
like, "Why is
dirt.
there a brick wall?"
There's no way to walk through center field.
Not on the bottom level, no.
Oh my god.
Every other level, fine, but the way they did the center field and right field seats, it's all at the 100s, and it's just
That's interesting.
That's weird.
it generally looked like the Nordica. It was just like straight like that was what center right field looked like, but it was seats. Obviously, it wasn't standing.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you. So it was still angled though, so that's
Yeah,
great.
it was
Because that's
like
like
a downward angle.
because if you go to the right of what you said the Nordeck is, right center,
Yeah.
then that's coffin corner right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like so, like the section where I got lost at, they just had barrels of peanuts just sitting out there, free to take. I was like, that was the only spot in the entire stadium. I
One
was
in
just
Texas.
like,
Exactly.
but somewhere where you're sitting, it's like this little like district thing. I don't know why. It's really weird, but so we walked all the way back through that. The stadium's a maze, but we finally
It looks
found our
really
seats.
cool.
Oh yeah, it's super nice. But we were looking at our tickets before we got there, and it was like, oh, it says we have access to this lounge. So it's called the Evan Williams Lounge. I think it's a whiskey company. I think is what Evan Williams is.
Sure.
It's Texas, so it probably is.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Or belt buckles. Who knows?
So I go. They have mostly elevators there. Like it's
Texas.
elevators and escalators. But the only way to go down is with the elevators. So we go into the elevator and we're like, and I asked the attendant. I was like, hey, what is this lounge thing on my ticket? And she was like, well, show me your ticket. I can tell you. I was like, you know, that makes sense.
Wow.
And she goes, oh, here, you're in the right elevator. Just pushes the button and open the door. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
It's just a
So
basement?
like, it's like the padding like along the foul territory in the right field corner. Down there, there's like it's a lounge. Obviously, that's what I'm explaining. There's like a bar in there and like a couple like concession stands in there. But there's nets in the right field wall in the foul corner, and you're just right there. Like you can almost reach out and touch the dirt if it weren't for the nets. It was
Touch
the
third
wildest
base?
looking thing. No, like touch like
Oh, you mean the foul line?
yeah, touch the dirt out in foul territory. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Could you imagine? Ball hits fair, it's slicing back to the right. You just see a hand. wait.
No, that-
Ground rule double.
the net's tight enough. I couldn't get my hand through. So I was gonna see if I could like just like touch the dirt. I couldn't get. My
That's
hand
gotta.
through.
They gotta. No, never mind. Answer my
that
own
was too
question.
tight for
Dumb
it.
question. I was gonna say, what if someone brought in a knife or something? Or like try
I
to
don't
cut.
think that's gonna work.
I know that's why I answered my own question where I said security's probably really high.
Plastic knife.
Hey man, you got a plastic knife so I can cut my hot dog in half? Sir, you got a regular hot dog. Oh, I thought I got a foot long. That's my bad.
Happens.
Can I still have a knife though?
I did.
This is
I
pretty
got-
big.
actually, I did have 1 foot long hot dog on the trip.
Rate the hot
Smart.
dogs.
That's at the end.
Oh,
So
Watch this section in time and a half speed.
yeah. So game was cool. Got to watch Shohei hit 450 opposite field, which was super cool.
Did
I
you
listen
see
to
the
most of my
stats
podcasts
for
at 1.5.
Shohei?
I listen to most of my podcasts at 1.5.
My mom does that too.
I ain't got the time of day for that.
Bro, did you see Shohei's stats? He's leading everything on
Everything
the
for
Angel.
Hitting
Everything.
and pitching.
Everything but saves.
Dude's now a minus 450 favorite to win the MVP in the AL.
Wonder why.
Only minus 450. I just give it to him now. I mean,
You might as well. Yeah.
Give him
And-
the Cy Young and the MVP.
I was just glad that I got to watch a home team like actually have the lead, so I could see a closer entrance. But Will Smith's entrance really wasn't that great. And in Texas, closer entrances are kind of like when they hit home runs, you just mess with the lights a little bit.
You should mess with the Lady Lou.
Yeah, I have the videos. They weren't that exciting, but I was like, oh, maybe it's cool. And then I videoed it, and I was like, yeah.
that's exactly what I just saw.
Yeah, Rangers won. Finally got to see a home team win. Oh, so they have this thing called the Sky Deck. So like you're on the 300s already. Like you're all the way up, and then there's like this 3-level like standing room only with a couple tables. I walked up there. I was like looking. I like took a picture. I wasn't even at like the edge of the railing or anything. My body just. It was really high. I'll have to make sure I put it in the right picture, but it was.
So you were telling
really
me
high.
no baseballs would have gotten there.
No, not even in an elevator shaft.
That'd be impressive, though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
It
why
was,
would you want to sit all the way up there?
I don't know, but there were people
I guess
sitting
you
up
get the
there
bird's
during
eye
the game
view.
because like.
If you're there to talk and kind of watch the game for the most part, I don't know.
Go to a minor league game.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I was.
Go
Yeah,
to
we
the
was in a
Clippers
sheet
game and
and
go
I-
sit
I
on top of
looked
the
up.
building.
Look, there were people up there just sitting there eating. I was like, how? How are you up there eating? But yeah, then we went to Houston next. They also had it closed. That stadium is really overhyped. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, who'd we sweep? Oh, the Astros.
Who did we beat the series against? Astros.
Hate the Astros. I hate Jose, man.
Bro, that was Astros played the Nationals. That game was wild because there was no scoring until the 9th inning. What was even funnier is Blake goes, I gotta go to the bathroom. Nothing's gonna happen while I'm gone. First batter after he leaves hit the home run.
Goes
to
yard.
put the Nationals up. I was
Blake
like,
comes back from the
Why
I was
bathroom.
would
like,
you wait
Blake,
till the 9th inning to go to the bathroom?
Bro, at that point, you just got to go.
Bro,
Seventh inning
that
stretch
whole
where it's at.
experience
That's
was
why
just
it's the
wild.
7th inning stretch. That's when you get up, go to the
Bro,
bathroom,
they had a
and
Chick-fil-A.
then you come back.
They had a Chick-fil-A in the stadium. It was wild.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Sounds right.
They had Chick-fil-A and Shake Shack both in the
Cardinals are winning
stadium.
now.
What? Did you say it was 7-1?
It was 5-1. Now it's 6-5.
Hey!
Hey, go off.
Cards! You're welcome.
Excellent.
Go off.
Who are you playing?
The Nationals. It's still
That's
Jose
why.
Gray too. Brendan Donovan
They-
hit a
I'm convinced that
3-run
we're
shot, and
Corbin
Goldschmidt
Houston.
hit a solo shot.
How many strikeouts did Flaherty have?
He had 2. Last I looked. 4.
Is he still in the game?
He's not out yet, but I mean, 5 innings. He's given up 10 hits and 5 runs. So
Carson might harm me if he picks up that and you guys win.
Harm you.
Anyway, but yeah,
It's like the guy.
like we sat in the Crawford boxes, which is the part in left field that sticks out for any of you that don't know. It was super cool, honestly. I wish there would actually been a home run ball hit to us. But yeah,
Where were you there for that game?
Thursday. Not all the
No, like where at seating wise?
left field.
Left
Part
field?
that sticks out.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because you were first baseline in Kansas City, too.
Yeah.
Because that's how we saw you on TV. My dad goes, "Oh, my God, back it up." I'm like, dude, let the inning end. He goes, "Back it up." I'm like, "No, the inning. I'm going to let the inning end right now, and then I'll back it up." He goes, "I saw Matt Boehm." I'm like, "No, you did not."
wait.
Backs it up, pause it. Yep, there they are.
There you
All
Brock's
3 of them,
Brock's out at the end.
and Brock was gone because he was going to the bathroom. Because I texted Brady, I said, "Where'd Brock go?" Bathroom. I'm like, "Oh, understandable."
Brock would have made the shot anyway from the angle because he sat at the end.
Did Brock have fun?
He did actually have fun. He
Good.
got
Good.
starts at 3 of the 5 stadiums.
Because that's
too.
what I was wondering too.
Yeah.
Because you said the hot air balloon thing, right? That
Yeah,
he was there
hot
for
air balloon
got
thing.
canceled.
Yeah.
He tried to go to a balloon fest while they were down there.
Balloon Nationals.
Bro, I would have been
So-
fuming. Honestly,
Yeah, our hotel Thursday night into Friday was. Ooh, I gotta talk about that.
well, he not that happy? Was he pretty?
He was not overly thrilled, but
I
so,
would.
yeah.
I wouldn't have been. I
He's
mean,
fine.
Yeah.
shoot, that's kind of like me going on a shopping spree with my mom and sister for like 3 days, and then they're like, "Oh, by the way, after we're done in Cincinnati, we're gonna go to the Reds game," and then the Reds game gets rained out, and then we're going home, and I'm pissed because I didn't go to see baseball.
Yeah.
It's like,
I was here for shopping.
There's
I mean, you
there's
got
part
cool
of me that
stuff.
wishes
It
I would have
wasn't
gone to
bad.
Texas last because the air conditioning in Texas so much better than the air conditioning in Houston.
It doesn't.
That's too flat.
It's
But yeah, no. The ceiling in Houston was closed. I was sitting there sweating the whole time. It was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's overhyped stadium, but for sure. But at least they had the way they're playing right now. Yeah. And then Atlanta was last, the second newest ballpark. It was super nice. They had a bunch of cool stuff inside.
Outside.
We're playing baseball. Like
Runners out.
I see that. Got to watch Atlanta club like I think it was 3 home runs. Was it 3 or 4 home runs? But it was Atlanta was slugging. It was a good time.
Aren't they always?
Absolutely nobody mad.
Yeah. So
dog doing?
don't worry. I'll wrap up here. So stadium rankings.
All right. Here we go.
Oh wait, should I do stadium or hot dog ratings first?
Stadium. Big one. Do it last.
Yeah, dogs are more important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So
No one cared about your opinion.
so in
Yeah.
Houston took the 5 spot.
Trash.
Like I said, overhyped stadium. The nachos were good. But, I can't talk about hot dogs yet.
Oh, you didn't tell them what you're ranking on.
Pure vibes, and if I actually like the stadium.
Pure vibes.
You just left out like food and the game and everything.
Well,
Yeah, the
all I-
experience.
all I-
You tell
all
me.
I ate was hot- all I ate was hot dogs and nachos. And I don't want to grade it. I don't want to grade it on the game. All the games were
Bro,
good.
if all you ate was hot dogs and
when
nachos,
you
that's
go
a
to a
pretty
new
even grading.
restaurant, what do you get?
My man gets chicken strips.
You get the chicken tenders and French fries because if you have a good chicken tenders and French fries, everything else is probably good too.
That's fair. That's fair.
Therefore, if their hot dogs are good and their nachos are good, everything else is probably good too.
Exactly.
Well, the rankings wouldn't change with the food.
Bro, did
It
you-
was just my overall opinion.
I got to
anyway.
pause here. Did you not get any of that chocolate-covered fruit in Kansas City?
No, I did not.
Are you kidding? Bro, I would have splurged for that.
That stuff's overrated.
I didn't. Chocolate covered pineapple
The
did
price,
not sound good.
price pending. I probably would have got one. I probably would have got
The
a kebab.
only thing that matters in Kansas City is barbecue. And
Well, obviously, but
And it was dollar
the
dog
fruit
night.
makes you feel good, but the chocolate's like, hey, how you doing?
I don't really do chocolate covered fruit. Like I like chocolate covered strawberries.
That's
Other than
it
that-
though. Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that because you bite the strawberry and the chocolate falls off, and you're like,
I feel that though.
So what fruit do you want chocolate covered?
I'm just saying, like,
He eats chocolate covered ice cream.
that's not a fruit. You nut.
I know.
Of course, chocolate covered ice cream. What?
Well, I know. Well, no, you just said
Mute him.
Just whatever. Go for it.
I knew it. I know. Ice
You're
cream.
closest to the
First of
bowl.
all-
I know. Ice cream's not fruit. But you go. So what do you like chocolate covered? I go. So you like ice cream? I know it's not a fruit. It was. It was a valid
Brady,
point.
continue.
All right, whatever.
Fruit doesn't
Rank
put
them.
covered.
I know what you meant.
He
I
said
know what I meant.
splurge on the chocolate covered fruit, and then the only good one, he goes, no.
They had
Well,
like
some of
bananas
the strawberry
and stuff
ones,
too.
I mean, I like it, but I don't like it when you bite and the chocolate falls off.
I
That's what
kind of
meant.
wish I would have gotten a strawberry.
That's
like
what I
a,
mean.
like
I
a
didn't mean like I don't
strawberry
like
kebab.
it. I mean, obviously,
But
good.
I know that.
But all the ones on the tray that he had included pineapple, and I was like, "There's
Pass.
chocolate covered pineapple's a hard pass."
That
for
would
me.
have been. That would have been.
That,
That'd have been
that's
a.
a no go.
That'd have been nah, fam.
My pops likes the chocolate oranges, but I don't know. Something about
I
I
couldn't.
don't like
I couldn't. I
normal
could not
oranges,
get behind
yeah.
that.
I don't like normal oranges. That,
No,
but yeah, Houston in the 5 spot.
who's coming in
I'm
number
not
4?
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Bush took the 4 spot.
you're a clown.
I like Ballpark Village. I liked like the historical aspect of it. I had a good view. It was just there's not like a whole lot inside the stadium. It's mostly
That's
exciting.
'cause it's one of the oldest stadiums.
I know.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
which is why I said it's like the historical aspect of it is really cool. But the 3 spot is Atlanta.
All right.
It was nicer. There was a lot more stuff for like the kids and
Down
stuff.
to the Royals and the Rangers.
Yeah.
The newest stadium and the one with the pretty waterfall and the cool scoreboard.
I think I know who number 1 is.
Yeah, he's got basic ass taste.
My man went for water features. Sold.
No, he's going for the big expensive.
Bandwagon.
For sure.
That's what?
Guaranteed. He's going.
Anyway,
He's going.
Finish your
He's going.
rankings.
Yeah.
You're going Kansas first.
Chop
Yeah.
House is 3.
Yeah. Chop House was 3. We wanted to sit there, but it was like $200 a ticket.
No.
Yeah.
No thanks.
There was 40. Both St. Louis and Atlanta were sellouts, which was super cool. Well,
St. Louis is always a sellout.
Yeah.
We're literally one of the worst teams in baseball, and we still have a sellout crowd.
I know a sellout.
That's why we should be
No
minimum.
one wants to
third, just off of
transition to the
vibes.
soccer team yet.
40,000 fans.
Everyone transitioned to the soccer team. They sell out too.
Except for the older guys.
They're the best
40,000
team.
fans on a
Yes,
Monday
they are.
night was crazy. I was like, it's a Monday. St. Louis or Kansas City followed up with like 16 and a half. I was like,
Yeah, immaculate vibes.
oh yeah.
Yeah, see, look, he only cares about the fancy waterworks and the stupid crown scoreboard.
I didn't say that.
We all know it.
You don't know anything. Anyway,
Ooh. So who's number 2? It's Kansas City. you
Kansas
said?
City at number 2.
And then number 1 is the new Texas Rangers.
Just the layout. Kansas City's layout was super cool. Like obviously the waterfalls were cool. The brisket was good.
Yeah, we all know
Hot-
what's
the hot
pulling there.
dogs were
The
nice,
brisket.
too.
I thought it was gonna drop just because he had to look at the Chiefs championship banner.
I actually didn't see the banner. I must not looked hard
I was
enough.
gonna say you didn't look. The stadiums are right next to each other.
Oh, I forgot. Tuesday in Kansas City went to the Negro League Museum. That was really cool. I forgot
That's
to
cool.
mention that. Yeah, that was super cool. It actually shares a building with the National Jazz Museum, which
Less cool.
I was really confused because I didn't think it'd be Kansas City. That seems more like a Tennessee type of deal. But
Jazz. Well,
I was more surprised that they even shared the same building. It was just like this really like small, like you're like all the brick buildings area in Toledo, like right by the Mud Hen Stadium.
Yeah.
It was kind of like an area like that, where it's just all brick. It was really cool. But yeah, Kansas City number 2. We got there so early. They were like, "Are you tailgating?" We're like, I guess."
we are now.
So we chilled in the truck for 2 hours. We're just in the bed of the truck. It was super fun.
Hey, that'll work.
Yeah, got the dope jerseys. And
I like
then
tailgating.
Texas number 1. Obviously, the nicest stadium had the best chance of being number 1 anyway. But it was really cool to explore. There's just so much different stuff you could do. The lounge was a nice little bonus. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something.
No.
You good?
There we go. It's gone now.
Yeah.
Let me punch it. Loosen it up a little
Don't
bit.
punch my nose. You good? Appreciate it though.
Then-
Any offer?
You can push mine back the other way if you want.
You want me to crack mine?
No.
Oh.
I got that man over
Yeah, you did. You even did it in his direction too.
I know.
I hope you can hear that on the mic.
I hope.
Oh, you probably definitely can.
Man, that hurt.
I wonder
But
why.
yeah.
It wasn't his nose.
It was my nose. What do you mean? God, you
It was
clown.
his nose, Matt.
It was his finger, you idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You got all over your beard.
Yeah, you ready? You ready? You ready? Right here. Yeah, throwback. Anywho.
So, hot dog
There's
real
that.
quick.
Glizzies!
Houston at 5. So when I went to get my hot dog, they didn't have any classics. So they were like, well, we only have footlongs. I was like, well, I guess.
Shit.
Huh?
It's
goes,
Texas.
"If
All they
I
had is.
must."
I guess I'll just down this glizzy right now, bro.
Atlanta
Did you get
was
chili
4.
dogs,
Atlanta's
or-
hot dogs really weren't that good.
Did you get
no,
chili?
I got regular hot dogs.
Oh, boo.
Regular hot dogs with ketchup, baby. Yeah, Atlanta hot dogs really weren't that good. They also didn't have lemonade. They had Powerade because apparently Georgia's like Coca-Cola center of the world
It
in
is.
terms of fansmanship. Yeah. I was just like, I just want lemonade.
Crazy.
No, Powerade. And it wasn't even good Powerade. It made me sad.
Which one's Minute Maid Park?
Houston.
Astros.
Bro, I still don't understand why that's not half off there.
That's what I'm saying.
Look, Minute Maid Park.
But
Yeah,
St. Louis
Free
was 3.
lemonade
St. Louis's
right now.
were pretty good. Texas was 2. Kansas City had the best hot dogs by far.
That makes sense.
That was the food in Kansas City was probably the best.
Top 2 barbecue capital in the country.
Yeah.
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 You got Kansas City, and then you got even Texas too.
Also,
They're
we
known for their meats for the most part.
if we passed the chocolate factory you told me about, we know of us ever.
Yeah, you probably went a different route.
There's a very decent chance of that. But yeah, we can talk about actual sports now that I've
Soccer?
taken 97 years.
Oh God. Yeah.
Well, we already talked about baseball at least. So.
Yo,
I mean, I don't have anything else to talk about on baseball.
No.
Oh, I know. That's why I said we already did that. So, like, we did.
got baseball from.
Unless you got comments on the our wonderful All-Star ballot.
Oh my God.
Should have wrote in Bo.
Nope.
I voted for players today.
Did
on
you?
my
Oh, did
own,
you?
Yeah. I voted for India on second base because the dude's been popping off.
Oh,
so I'm just
wow.
like, go for it.
Hilarious. There's a like an Oakland A's account on Twitter, and they're like, let's get just voted the most random person that we could possibly think of. And they picked a Tigers outfielder, and it was number 2 trending on Twitter yesterday. The hashtag. I was like,
All I know from
I was
the
like,
Tigers
how?
is
How did
Riley.
That's why All-Star games are pointless.
Yeah, because
It's all fan voting.
because
It doesn't really
all
matter.
it takes is like a
Oh, there's
few
no
fan
trying to be
bases
sick,
here and there.
but-
But hey, do this.
Well, that's why guys like Andrew Wiggins makes it every year. He's always at the top of the list because all of Canada votes for him.
They're like, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like,
Hey, sorry.
"That's our guy."
Also, Canada, up your bum.
Hey,
2-0.
Why are you yelling?
Read it and weep.
Stop yelling.
We'll get
Next
to
year
that.
it's
Oh,
gonna
I
be
didn't turn it down,
Jamal
so that's gonna be super loud. Yeah. Do
That's fine.
or Shay.
We're gonna get to that.
you want to stick with the
You gotta
NBA?
move away if you're gonna- Yeah, there you go.
Do we want to stick with the NBA or
No.
What do you have to talk about in the NBA?
I got nothing to talk about.
Other than Bradley Beal.
at the end of the finals?
Oh, hey guys, the Nuggets won.
Nuggets.
It was a week ago.
The Suns.
It's
gonna be
The
2 weeks
Suns
ago
will try
once
to
this
beat them
comes
next year.
yeah, exactly.
I figure we just try to acknowledge it, but yeah, the Suns are sure gonna try. It's not gonna go.
No,
No.
they're gonna
No.
suck.
No, the
No,
Suns are
it's-
gonna suck, just like Matt and I are claiming. Because oh my God, you
They're
want to
gonna
hear
have
my
a G League
comment on
roster.
Instagram?
They're gonna have 3 of the best ISO players in the league, and an overpaid center and a G League roster.
Bro, are you ready for
which
this?
of KD's big threes is gonna end up failing worse? Phoenix or Brooklyn?
All 3 of them.
Brooklyn.
I don't
But
know, too.
The Brooklyn one
Yeah,
will be
Brooklyn one already
more
failed the
because
most.
that was so hype. That was so hyped, and right
Yeah,
now
that's
there's
true.
like nothing on Instagram that I've seen that's like surrounding like, oh my God, the Suns are gonna be really good with
If
this new
Book,
big 3.
Beal, and KD play 40 games together next season, they've already surpassed. It doesn't matter what
Oh,
their
yeah,
record. They
exactly.
go 0-40. Just that they've played
The
together
best.
already makes it a win.
Yeah.
So what I commented on the Instagram post that someone had, I said, nah, there's too many mouths to feed and there's no cook in the kitchen.
Yeah, they
I
got
mean,
rid
it's
of the
100%
facilitator.
factory. There's no
No, bro,
facilitator on
Josh
that team.
Okogie, baby.
Campaign.
campaign.
He's
and
also a
Josh goes-
scoring shooter. He's a shooter.
also a shooter,
My dude is not gonna facilitate. Oh, it's just gonna be pain. It's gonna just be like Brooklyn.
Campaign.
Yeah, it's just gonna be stupid.
Brooklyn had better role players.
Yeah. And it's still gonna be worse. It's gonna be the exact same with their
Yeah.
starting
The
five.
trio is less.
At least Harden somewhat wanted
Dramatic,
to
though.
throw
It's
assists
also
here and
less
there.
expensive. Well, no, I guess
No,
I think
it's
a
not.
lot for
It's
KD.
more
I meant
Bradley-
like more in terms of like draft
Bradley
capital
Beal's
to get them.
AAV is $55
No, I know.
million.
I didn't mean like expensive and like
That's because
money.
they already
like,
didn't have draft capital.
Oh, I know. I meant more like expensive, like what it took to get them there.
But yeah,
Well, yeah, I guess, but
I mean, obviously they're gonna make the playoffs. I'm guessing as like some
Okay, they gave up a lot
mid tier,
for KD,
little
I guess.
lower tier C. But I still don't.
Reveal too.
They're not gonna make it far. There's
You
there's
have
no
to-
shot that you
have
can
no
feed.
money.
No
Yeah.
one's going to get
Yeah.
past the Nuggets.
They
they
literally
have
have no
4
money.
max contracts, and the Nuggets are bringing everyone back. There's no way they're. Who's gonna stop Jokic on that team? Sure as heck ain't gonna be Ayton.
It won't be Aiden.
That's true.
KD's gonna have to
Hey,
play the
hey!
4.
Don't you forget about Jack Landale.
Jock Landale's
He's
a 10,
not
dude.
on their team technically.
Not anymore.
He's a free agent.
Oh, is
Yeah.
he? Is he restricted?
I don't know.
I don't know.
These
That's
are
a good question.
these are the
No,
questions
he's
we
been
need
around
answered.
for a few years. I think he's
I thought he was
unrestricted
a.
at this
I thought he
point.
was new.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Who knows?
He was
Who
with the
knows?
Spurs at one point.
But
Bro-
he did
bro
have
was
a
starting
multi-year
over Ayton,
contract,
so-
that's the thing.
Me. Anywho, but yeah, Suns still gonna be mid. That is plain as
That's
simple as
it.
that.
Gonna
And
be
check
pretty
back
well.
in.
Or they're
Check
gonna
back in
be,
like 5 months from now.
or
And
they're gonna be the Jazz. They're gonna go in as the 1 seed and get dominated in the second round.
By
Exactly.
They're gonna
Joker.
bully the
Yeah.
Timberwolves in the first round because we're gonna be 41-41, and then
nice.
Hey man, that one team
Look at
got
We were
crapped on
41
by the
this
Cole
year.
Wireless
no,
Clippers.
we were 42-40 this year. Actually, I think.
There you go.
I think we ended up a game above
2-0 in
500.
that
Lakers will be
series,
interesting.
And Kawhi got hurt, and we still blew the 2-0 lead.
Yeah, it's
I don't even want to
sucked.
think about basketball right now because everything else that I'm a fan of is doing so well.
What do you mean? Your team's about to get Draymond Green.
True.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't even. I
He
wouldn't
denied
mind
his
it.
option.
I know. I saw that. I'm
He'll
like,
sign and trade though. That's the only thing that hurts you guys is he loves the Warriors franchise so much that he'll do a sign and trade so they at least get something back.
Mhm.
And he doesn't just walk for nothing. I feel like Draymond's that kind of guy. So,
Yeah. I don't know.
and I don't know what the heck you guys
Nice
are
guy,
gonna trade him.
Draymond Green.
Not a whole lot. I
Just
mean,
really weird to say out loud.
Probably.
Clay's a free agent too.
I don't know. There's
Yeah,
a lot of
they-
people who
yeah,
are on 1 year
children.
deals that
I
we
must
can't
have
even
missed that.
trade.
Or he
That's
has
true,
one-
you guys don't have much on
He's
your
a
team right
free
now.
agent, or he
Mhm.
has 1 year.
Who?
Clay. I think he's a free agent.
I don't think so. I
Then
think Clay has another year.
But
He
yeah.
has 1 more year.
He
Yeah,
might
I don't
have
think
one
him
more.
and Draymond ran out at the same
Not
time.
yet. It's getting close though.
I'm about
Um,
to say he either has 1 year or he's a free agent.
But yeah, basketball wise, I haven't paid much attention. Shout out to Austin Reeves though, making the men's national team for basketball.
And getting his own shoe.
Yeah, and getting his own shoe with
did he
some
sign with?
Chinese
Some
company.
Chinese company I've never heard of.
Exactly, but it's like, what did they say? 6 figures? It's gonna be.
Yeah, I think it's 6 figures. Yeah,
Upwards of
6 or 7.
six or seven figures.
Yeah, Clay's got 1 more year. He's
One
making
more.
43 mil this year.
Oh my
Good night.
More rumors. Karl Anthony Towns is gonna get traded. I've got nothing at this point.
I'll give you Jared Allen for him.
I need draft picks, bro.
Okay, nah, then I can't help
We
you.
traded 34
know.
draft picks for Rudy Gobert. I need a few back if I'm gonna give away 28-year-old Karl Anthony Towns.
You think you're gonna get that back?
Not that many, no.
Nope.
No, not after Bradley Beal just got negative.
I
He
was
is a
saying-
negative asset though, in all technicalities.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
of his money. I was gonna say
just because he's
I
worth
was
so
really
much money.
surprised at the
You know-
return for that. Thinking,
Well,
because I
Bradley
forget just
Beal
how much
had a
more
no
money
trade
than
clause.
Gobert he makes. Because like, well, I know he had no trade clause too. But like I expected at least some first round picks. There were no first. I mean, like you said, Gobert got 97,000 picks, and Bradley Beal's mostly pick swaps and 2s. Chris Paul
who's gonna get rerouted to another team?
took it to the Clippers.
Yeah. Yeah, he has no trade cost. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
And with that, he has a trade kicker too.
Yeah.
So because he got traded, his contract boosts. He now makes more money.
Really?
How do you make more money than $57 million a year? What is this, like Ronaldo to Saudi? Like, what are we doing here?
So he's going to make $60 million a year now, probably?
It's not gonna be that much of a bump, but
Beal's making bags title.
Yeah.
I don't want the NBA to be the title of this episode.
That's
True.
fair.
This is baseball and soccer.
Isaac has a new team.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll
Yep.
get there.
We will get that though.
Build the suspense, even though The only person who I know for a fact will listen to this episode that would care, I already told about. So
Who?
my pops.
Oh, did you tell him?
Yeah, we were talking about the game yesterday, or during the game yesterday.
Oh, we're talking about him choosing.
No, we're still talking about the NBA.
Oh.
We're talking about Beal's contract.
The kickers.
Yeah, but now like NFL kickers, like more money kickers.
Money.
Money, money, money.
Gotcha.
It's crazy.
Guthrie and 200K cash.
And how we're gonna trade away Karl Anthony Towns. But yeah, the reason his offers were so bad is because nobody really wants him that much because he costs so much money.
Yeah.
He's almost 2 max spots on his own at this point, and he hasn't been an All-Star
60
since
mil.
what?
20.
Who, Cat?
Beal.
No, Beal.
Oh.
Since what? 2018?
I don't know. He hasn't been healthy.
think
2019?
I was going to say
Not really.
2018.
He was a 30-point per game scorer not too long ago, and then he hasn't done anything in the last few years.
Could Beal's contract end up worse than John Wall's?
No.
Do you know what's wild? It's about to be Kyle Kuzma's season over there on the Wizards.
He's a free agent.
Yeah.
Is
Free
he?
agent, yeah.
No
And
kidding.
they're talking about trading Porzingis too.
Yeah, and the latest rumor
Wizards
was
about to just be bad again.
the latest rumor was KP for the Trailblazers third.
Yeah.
Oh, overall pick.
Yeah.
They're not. Yeah, they're
Scoot to the Wizards. Scoot and Landry Shamet, baby.
I wouldn't mind
Lead the
watching
squad.
because right now 1 and 2 is going Wanna Bang Your Mama and
Brandon Miller.
Brandon Miller,
Yeah.
which is a crazy duo to add up in Charlotte.
Yeah, Brandon Miller and Miles Bridges on the same team.
Did you see he's getting reinstated, Miles Bridges?
Yeah, he's back
Hide
this
your
year.
children. Bless you.
Bless you. Good timing.
Thank you. But yeah, I don't know. Miles Bridges looking a little stocky, like a little. He's not looking muscle wise
Looking
big.
beefy.
My man looking just a little. My man took some time in that penitentiary and he just
hooping
sat
in the
there.
off season. What you're saying?
Nah, my man
Ro-
ain't been
Roman
hooping or
Silver
working
pink
out in the
drinks
gym.
He took his year off and played video games.
Video games and pink drinks.
Pink drinks.
That's right. He didn't go to jail, did he?
Nope.
No. I thought he went to jail. Wild.
Did not.
7 to
Oh,
5.
Patriots have a
Did we
quarter going
talk
to jail.
about? Did we talk about Jaws 25 game suspension?
No. Who cares?
I don't think
Not
so.
enough. Anyway,
It's not enough.
Shit, how much? Oh, not enough games. I see what you mean.
full season.
It should have
anyway.
been a full season, but like Matt and I were talking, he really didn't do anything.
In all technicalities,
He
the
didn't
only
break any
rule he
rule.
broke the second time was Instagram's violent weapon user conduct.
Yeah, but
agreement.
that's still like. I think it's still like considered underneath conduct detrimental to the league or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to look good on the league. It's not going to look good on the sponsors. But he was within his own friend's vehicle,
Yeah.
and it's not like he had it illegally.
I mean, we're not saying it's
Integrity.
good.
No,
Like
no,
he's
I'm not saying
fine.
it's
Like
good.
that's not what we're saying at all. But
And supposedly it was a lighter.
that's a big freaking liar.
Yeah,
That's all I
supposedly.
got.
I
What,
saw
what
the-
movie has like the cheese guns, or was that was like a Nickelodeon show?
Did you say the
Cheese
cheat?
touch.
No. There was
Diary
there
of a
were
Wimpy Kid.
they were like prop guns. It was just like it was
Fingers
like
right
just get
across.
these guns made of cheese.
cheese touch.
His fingers were crossed.
Good God, man,
Still
you've
have
got
the
the
cheese
cheese touch.
It's fine. I'll pass it on eventually.
Did you hear me? Good God, man, you almost got the
I'll be
cheese
in the middle
touch.
of leg pressing later, and he's gonna go to me and just go.
You're gonna look at him and be like,
That's do it.
press,
Oh,
press.
I thought you were gonna.
No, I wasn't gonna flip him off, but
No,
because if you unwrap your
he's
fingers,
actually-
then it'll poke
No,
you.
he's gonna
Yeah.
he's gonna
I'm
do leg
like,
press
oh,
with his
doesn't
legs crossed. Be like, what legs are crossed? Be like, what?
leg press.
Yep, that goes
I don't think
swimming.
that's gonna work.
what the butterfly crunch? What?
What?
That'd be interesting. I'll try it today.
Do not. Yeah, you'll
Beat
come
that
to
guy.
basketball tomorrow.
My hips will be all jacked.
Weeble wobbling in. Hey guys.
And I'll be waddling in.
I'll be there.
Weebles
I'm
wobbling
doing
in.
nothing
Won't fall
tomorrow.
down.
Oh yeah, you get the day off.
Yeah.
Are you going to open gym?
I will
He just
tomorrow.
said he was going.
Yeah.
Anyways,
This is why you just on
Al looked at this man. He goes, "You coming? So is it just one and done like you're gonna do next time, or you coming tomorrow, Thursday too?" Isaac goes, "I'll be here Thursday."
Papa
No,
Al
I said
came
I'll
to church
probably
on
be
Sunday.
here Thursday.
He did.
Yep,
Good for him.
he's
Good.
come to my church the last 2 weeks.
Nice.
I was like, what a guy.
Soccer?
We can go to soccer.
Yeah.
That's all we have left. is soccer.
USA,
What are we talking about
champions
first?
of CONCACAF
Dude, we gotta
again.
we gotta talk about
baby.
the semifinal first.
Yeah.
Absolutely walloped Mexico 3-0. And yes,
Forward.
you're going to hear this properly. It was 9v9 to end the game. It was interesting, but it was 9v9
Insert
to
the
end.
picture of Weston McKinney's jersey.
You ripped off.
Did you see it?
Did you see?
hadn't seen anything about.
Oh my gosh!
CONCACAF.
I gotta
my
find
God.
the meme.
I
for
sent
you.
it.
I
think I
just
sent
looked
it
at
to
the
you.
score. I hadn't seen.
I
I
sent it to you, just you. But oh my God. Shout out to Mexico. And then they called the game early. There's like 15 minutes of extra time.
Yeah.
And shout out to Mexico for just being straight up sore losers like they always are. And they're just all yelling and chanting like some homophobic chant. And they do it twice during Matt Turner's goal kicks. You went to bed already. But yeah, they're just sitting there and they're like, and then they did it a third time and the ref goes, all right, we're done. Game's over. But yeah, classless Mexico. They're just mad that now us and probably Canada are better than them.
Yeah.
Canada probably would have throttled them.
They're just mad that they're bad at ball, baby.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude,
They're not like that anymore.
yeah. And then in the final,
Dude.
2-0, easy dubs.
They dominated Canada.
They dominated.
Yeah.
they really did.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one who really did anything for Canada was Alphonso Davies, and he still didn't look like he was 100%.
Even that, he didn't do anything. He just tried hard.
Yeah,
he just tried to do stuff. I mean,
He just
Yeah.
dribbled through like two people, and then four other people would show him like, hey, man, so you're going to
Yeah,
give us that
Pulisic
ball.
didn't
Kyle Larin had a dangerous chance.
Yeah,
in box.
yeah, and then I text you, bro. Imagine
what?
starting MLS
wait.
strikers.
Okay.
But
yeah,
yeah,
Pulisic didn't really do anything in that
He
we
game.
didn't have to.
No.
Which is
That's
what
good.
the best part about it was, is that he didn't have to play Superman or hero ball
Yep.
and try to do it himself. I mean, he had
And
a few
get hurt.
chances here and there. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It was
That's what,
amazing
that's
team
what we
soccer.
need out of him.
And the only
honest,
yeah, and the only
that he does what he does when he needs to. Sorry.
One of these days, the two of you will be able to figure out how to only talk one at a time.
Or, no, here we go. They're gonna do this. We're gonna put them on the same couch, and then one of them just goes.
Nope.
Well, then one of them taps the other one with like,
It's gonna be a
My turn.
12-minute episode because they're gonna be fisticuffs.
usually you just
Yeah.
let the person who started the conversation finish it before you butt in and add anything, or you look, or you could
I
be
can't
like, "Can
speak
I
on
add
this
something?"
subject because I
I
have
know I
that
wasn't
same
talking
problem.
about
You
you.
just
I know.
literally interrupted.
That was mine.
You know, I went so well last Monday.
I'm very well aware. It was a great episode.
I'm not sure because it was still you two.
Yeah, but the only time was we actually paused for a few seconds longer, and Brady wasn't there in the few seconds of pausing to then jump in and say something. What's the score now?
I was
Yeah.
gonna tell you that. Oh,
Where's
Hunter Green got put on the injured list, by the way. Oh, and they DFA'd Herget.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Herget, I did see Herget was starting in
The
the,
dude that
bats.
Leo screamed at last time.
Yeah, Herget sucks so bad.
Yeah.
He can be trash. He can
Yeah.
stay in AAA for the rest of his life.
Rip
I
Hunter
don't care.
Green.
But anyway, back to soccer. It was really great to see overall. The only negative thing that came out was Gio hurt his tendon on his left foot. I don't even know.
All right.
Yeah, he should be fine for the most part.
Did they say it was his tendon?
I'd assume so. I mean, the dude could barely walk and
Yeah,
hobble.
but I think he just got cleated
I
though.
thought it was his ankle.
Well, he meant.
His whole calf was wrapped all the way up to like about here
Okay.
on
He'll
him,
be
like
alright.
mid calf. Yeah, he should be fine.
He's not playing the
But-
Gold Cup anyways. right?
Nope.
No.
I didn't think
The
so.
only person that overlapped over was Matt Turner.
I was gonna say I thought it was mostly MLS players for the
Yeah.
Gold Cup.
After that, it's
'Cause-
mostly young MLS and just here and there a few or most of our forwards, like the Brandon Vasquez guy. I don't know where he plays. It might be MLS or
Aaron
might be.
Vasquez plays for FC Cincinnati.
Oh, does he?
I think so.
Okay, well then he's in there. But yeah, for the most part, it's a bunch of MLS. So that starts in 5 days, I believe.
Yes.
And Greg Berhalter is back as the manager, but he won't be there. I think they came out and said that he won't be the manager or be there for the Gold Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. I couldn't remember if that or because I remember a guy named Brenner was their
Boo
striker.
Cincy.
Yeah.
Boo, since
But yeah,
it's
overall,
correct.
great window and great Nations League semifinal and final from the men's national team. It was really great to watch them play, and they played really great soccer.
Our front four is insane.
That was disgusting. 3 goals and 3 assists in 2 games.
But do you
from
think
that front four?
Do you think that for when Berhalter comes back, do you think it'll solidify a starting spot for Gio?
I
Do you think he can
I
have
think
it?
he
Or do
should.
you think Berhalter will
I think
still keep him
genuinely.
on the bench?
I mean, to be honest, I think if Berhalter doesn't start Gio, then that'll just be a bigger issue. I mean,
There'll be an uproar. I
yeah,
mean,
there would just be hell raised, and I think there would just be hell raised in the team as well. Because, I
Yeah.
mean, most of the team is backed having Greg back, and they're happy about it. Like Christian, Serginho, Weston, most of them have come out, and Tim Weah, who is absolutely the underrated player, I think, on our team.
Yeah.
Absolute legend on the right-hand side. And he plays right wing back and right back for the team in France.
Is it Lié?
Yeah.
Or however you say it.
Yeah. Yeah. I
What's
know
the
I
play
know
I've
the
ever seen
logo
that?
in my mind, but I don't know the name. But yeah, he's really good. I think
I asked if Pulisic played overseas because I don't remember where he plays.
yeah,
Chelsea.
That's
for
what
now.
As
Hopefully
of
he,
right now.
hopefully
So
he's
is,
gone.
Is United States lead still a thing? Because that was Leeds.
No.
Oh,
So the coach got fired mid-season.
Weston McKennie goes back to Juve because it was in a loan to buy clause where they needed to not get relegated.
Okay, because
Yeah.
we drove by Leeds, Texas, and those signs says Leeds exit here, and I was like, United States of Leeds.
Yeah, and then the
Middle of the
other two both want to leave because they don't want to play in the championship.
Yeah.
So
Tyler Adams
Oh,
is
okay.
getting looked at by Liverpool, I believe.
Yep.
Hopefully
Meme
that'd be
officially died.
really great.
he's not going to play though.
I know.
Our central midfield is already kind of locked in.
Shoot.
So he would
That,
just
that would
be
just
on
be
the
bench.
that'd just
We
be
don't want him.
European. That'd just be
You should.
European
Just don't
here
pick
in their
mine.
games.
Well, I'm gonna follow Pulisic just because I can.
But yeah,
Captain America.
I'm guessing he'll go to Serie A or somewhere, La Liga maybe. I don't know. A lot of people in the commentators booth of Paramount Plus, Dempsey and them, and that other guy on the end, they were saying that he needs a change of scenery. It means I know it's appealing to stay in the Premier League, but I think he needs to go someplace else. But I mean,
Just
at this
play.
point, I don't really care.
Be in a top league and
But
play.
Dempsey's like he needs to be like on a top 6 or top 5 team in any of those other leagues. I'm like, no, he doesn't. Like he doesn't need to.
No, he can.
You don't
can do
need
the
that.
Phil Mullen or Paul Mullen. What he did direct him. Go down, carry.
You can come
No.
join my team.
We don't have anybody who can do
That'd be
that.
cool. Him joining Fulham would be cool, but I don't think they do that. I don't even know if they're in the
What'd you
market
say?
for looking.
You should come join my team.
yeah,
I don't know- I don't
know. What
So are you gonna unveil your team now? Or?
Yeah,
Leo just did.
Just
Fulham.
You
Oh,
missed
I,
it.
oh, I didn't hear him say that.
Fulham.
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 You
Fulham.
would like a team with him.
Well, we gave him options. We told him that 2 USA players
where's
were on
Fulham?
there.
Where's Fulham play at?
It's in London.
Okay, I was gonna say. I swear to God, you say Fulham.
I really hope
It's
he
one
said
for
Fulham.
one.
I was
Yeah.
really hoping he'd say
That was on the
Fulham.
quiz.
I was
Yeah.
really hoping he'd say Fulham.
Oh yeah, dude, just want to do your quiz. if
No,
you-
let's finish talking about the
If you would
US
have
team.
said Fulham, I would have broken his nose.
I mean, it would have been the correct
You
answer
know it was in
technically.
London?
No,
Where does Chelsea play?
I don't know. I haven't had time to do research yet.
Brady.
Chelsea, London,
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Where does Arsenal play?
London.
There you
There you
go.
go. Keep it rolling.
Hey.
Just keep it rolling.
Where does
Man City play.
Manchester City play? That's a good question.
I feel like I should actually.
All of these,
Don't overthink
Brady.
it.
Are they really all just in London?
Nope.
I was gonna say. I was like,
Well,
Where
No.
does Manchester
Manchester.
City play? There you go.
They all play
Bayern
in the
Munich's in
UK,
Germany,
Brady.
right?
Yes.
I was gonna say. I was like that. That would make sense.
They're in
Yes.
Munich.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Where does Borussia Dortmund play?
All right, we're not doing that. I got nothing.
Don't look at me. I know. I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember if it was Borussia or
Okay.
but yeah.
Like I say, you said that. I was like, what in the words?
What about Borussia Mönchengladbach?
But yeah.
All right, he needs to leave. Go up too far.
I think.
It's the extent of my German. I don't know where they play. But
Yeah, anyway, yeah.
so
Back to the men's team.
the
I
big
think-
question right now
Go for it.
Suspense team.
of the three, we only have 3 central midfield spots,
I know.
and for the entire World Cup,
What we got?
it was Yunus Musa, Weston McKennie, and Tyler Adams.
Mm-hmm.
And Tyler Adams was the captain of the team,
Mm-hmm.
so you can't take him out, right?
Nope.
no.
You don't.
No.
But he's been hurt,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
while he was hurt, Gio Reyna came in
yeah.
It
and
looked
was
good.
the leader of the last 2 games.
Well, even then, and then yeah.
I mean, they actually played Gio.
I did.
Yeah,
For
you
all
looked
their
good.
I don't think that was bro. I'm convinced
Oh, no.
that that's
I'm just
still
kidding.
getting. I know. I'm not saying by you. I'm just saying
Oh,
in
yeah.
general by social media. I'm still convinced that's getting blown out of proportion, and they're already past it.
Yeah.
And that social media keeps pushing the narrative.
Oh
That's-
well, but that's
that's how it works
that's social
these days.
media's job to always push like anything they can get their hands on where it's a little. There's like little bit of potential for it to be like an actual thing. Blow it up.
Yeah.
But
Because he wasn't 100% at the
I,
World
s-
Cup.
I
No.
still think yeah. I still
I think
think
that's the only reason he didn't play that much. He wasn't 100%.
wasn't 100%, and I know there was a few rumors here and there that Gio was kind of being like
His attitude was crap.
Yeah, he was
but he
being-
apologized to the team.
Yeah,
I mean,
he apologized.
They
to
got
the team
past
about
that.
it. I mean, I understand that part, and coming from a coach's aspect, you don't really reward that if someone's not fit enough to actually go out there and give 100% for your club and country.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if they're giving you a crappy attitude, then why would you play them?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no point in rewarding someone in that biggest stage. I mean, granted, they're a great player, but
Well,
you
for
don't
an
need to
MC.
be cocky or be a D-bag about it.
No, not at the
No.
national stage.
Not at the World Cup where it's your first time since 2014?
Yes.
Yeah, 2014 in Brazil. Because 18 was Russia.
Yeah.
Which was wild because Russia went on that run. Anywho, back to the men's team.
Sure.
I think
So who's the one left out? That was the question.
Weston comes off the bench.
I think it has to be Weston.
I think, honestly,
but does he need to come off the
Weston McKinney.
Because you also want Aronson off the bench because Aronson's feisty.
I love that. Harrison's just
a great word.
You can even start it because just depending on who you're playing, if you need someone to be a pest and just be a thorn in someone's side, I would honestly just start Brendan Aronson right away.
I don't like starting Aronson. He didn't look great starting. He just kind of seemed like he was out there.
Dude was just running around being a pest,
When he
like
comes
I
on
told
for
you.
20, 30 minutes, he can.
When he
sprint
does
around
that,
and be
yeah, he
annoying.
sprints around, is annoying, and then he beats people to 50-50 balls who have been on the field for the whole time.
Yeah.
And that's how we got chances created for the most part.
So maybe that's the move. Is if we need possession, you bring in McKinney.
I think if you need possession and you need like another goal or something like that, but you know that he has the passing and the repertoire, I guess you could say, of like knowing when to go and when not to go, I'd go Weston. But if you're up a goal or it's a tie game and you don't want to like full on go for it, but you want to press a little bit and have them pick up the few stray loose touches and balls here and there, and you just want someone running around pressing the back line, then I'd put Brendan Aronson in.
Could you like change the formation and
No, I don't think you'd go away from a 4-3-3. Like,
I don't
especially
think-
how it is going right now, I wouldn't change from that because I know it's, what was it, BJ Callahan, is that his name?
yeah,
The
that's
interim
true.
head coach?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think you change that. I don't think you mess with that. Greg Berhalter, I don't think he's a massive fan of it because he likes the 4-5-1, doesn't he? Because that's what Crew always played under him.
So the problem is, yeah, you can change the formation, but we're not going to move to a 3-back system,
No.
and we're not going to move to a 5-back system.
No.
So the only thing you're going to change from a 4-3-3 is to a 4-5-1, and with the way we play, that's
It's
the
already
exact
just going
same
to be, yeah,
formation.
it's the same
Okay.
thing.
It's just those two guys that are considered midfielders now
Are wingers.
will move up and in, and the
Okay.
outside backs will make their way up,
Yeah.
which will still make it a 4-3-3.
Yeah.
So there's really no change to it anyway. You
Okay.
do it. It's just
I-
whatever you want
like,
to
It's
call
just-
it.
I just didn't know, like, because we have all this talent now in the midfield.
Yeah.
You just don't know who to play.
Well,
So I thought, well, maybe you change the formation a little
But-
bit and get them all in. But
Well, yeah, you
we
can't,
still won't have room because
yeah,
we
you
have too
can't
many
do that.
wingers, too.
Yeah, you have too many
Because-
wingers
Yeah.
at that point because then at a
It-
point like the Crew, their formation that they're playing now, I even told Matt about. But Pulisic isn't good central. He's good on the outside. He's good at
Well, I
beating
mean, he's
defenders.
good central.
I mean,
he's
well,
just
yeah,
better
he's
outside.
just great outside, beating defenders one-on-one
Yeah.
and making them look stupid. Whereas, because if you did that, then you could go through a back three. You could have Chris Richards. I'd put Chris Richards in there. I'd put Walker Zimmerman after
Zimmerman
that.
would be the middle one. I
And
think.
then Miles Robinson,
Robinson.
or whoever else. You could put Tim Ream,
Ream.
depending just rotation-wise. But wing-backs is where it would be interesting because you could put Weah at wing-back, but I think Weah is too offensive-minded sometimes, even though he plays right wing-back.
tracked back really well against
He
Canada.
does.
Yeah, he
Because
did.
that's probably was throttled in their head. Whoever has Alphonso Davies on their side, you're going to track back.
And Tayon Buchanan when
yeah.
he came in.
Yeah. What a
Can't believe they
clown, by
didn't
the way.
start him.
What a clown.
Yeah, he is. He's a hothead. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Absolute clown. I hate the guy. Who was even walking off the field and he gave him a 2-hand shove in the back? Was it Brendan? It was Brendan. Brendan was walking off the field. He goes, "Oh, is it me?" Like, playing dumb, obviously. But dude starts walking off, and then Tajon Buchanan out of nowhere heaves him from
Sprints the
behind.
other side of the field. Well, and the dumbest thing was there was a Canadian guy down.
Exactly.
So, like, Brendan really wasn't holding anything up.
Exactly.
No.
Like, there was nothing going on. I mean, the sub was coming in, and there was a guy down. And Tajon Buchanan just came over pissed off of the world because they're down to United States. And he pissed off, shoves him out. I was waiting for Christian Pulisic to 1-2 Chris Brown him. The man walked right over to him and then walked right away like he knew. He's like, all right.
I gave him a nudge. That was
Yeah.
good.
Gave him a little people's elbow right into the corner. He's like, yeah. Hopefully I hit your kidney. Yeah.
The nice thing about the U.S.
well.
team right now is it's iron versus iron right now. They're just sharpening each other.
That's a good ass analogy right there.
Bro, it's like I heard it from Paramount Plus after the game.
That's where I got it from.
Yes.
I went to bed
I'm being
after.
sarcastic. Yeah, you would work.
Yeah.
But,
I think
yeah.
I hear steal a good analogy.
But yeah,
just
but-
take credit for it.
Right now, I think the front three is solidified.
From front
Yeah.
three.
I
I don't think you can take out Balion.
No, you can't take out Ballo. Dude, how well he played in 2 games, in his first 2 games playing with them, in a semifinal and a final, he looked really good. The dude has speed, strength, he had, like, the technical abilities.
I don't know how he's so strong.
I know.
He's this
Did
big.
you see him?
No.
And he
He's
holds
so
on
strong.
real
He
well.
literally just... Stop talking.
Tyler
Stop.
O'Neill. Tyler O'Neill's a tank.
Yeah, he's small but strong. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a little
Yeah, but
girthy, though.
Tyler O'Neill is short and
Stout.
jacked.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair.
Whereas
Balion is
Ballo's-
and about as thick as I am.
Yeah.
Jack.
A good comparison at the moment would be Ballo is Josh Sargent on steroids. That'd be my comparison right now because
He's just
Sargent's
better.
he is. That's why I said on steroids because he's better. He's jacked. But anywho, Ballo is nuts.
I still feel bad for Pepe.
I do feel bad for Pepe, but
He'll
Pepe
get in there.
is the hold-up striker and gets him behind here and there when he gets mashed up with slower strikers.
If
And
he's
he's a
just-
good target man in the box for set pieces, but when you have Chris Richards and Walker Zimmerman and you have Weston when he's in there, if he's in there,
I don't see Weston as an aerial threat.
I know, but
No.
dude, every time he's like,
They always say he is.
I know, and then
don't
he's
see
like,
it.
but he did score 2 of like our last set piece corner kick goals, so that's why they put him in the conversation every time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
If Pepe can just
continue his streak of playing really good soccer and scoring goals, obviously he will be the number 1 or 2.
Where's Pepe right now?
He was on loan
He's
somewhere,
he's
and now
switching
he's
teams
trying.
this
Yeah,
summer.
and now he's
Okay.
trying to get out because the
Where was he then?
Germany.
PSV? No, he wasn't with PSV yet. He was.
He was in Germany, I
I
think,
don't
right?
know. Yeah,
Something like that.
maybe.
Yeah. But
or
yeah,
Austria maybe.
Oh.
nowhere
Okay.
I've really heard of.
So,
He was just
So-
on loan. And
Anyway, I'm gonna finish my statement.
Okay.
Because Leo stole the end of my sentence
my bad.
there.
My bad. I was just
If
trying to
Ricardo
help.
Pepe could just accept his role as our super sub, it would be perfect. But I don't think he wants that. I think he wants to be the starter, and I think he's gonna be mad. I don't know. I don't know the guy. We'll see.
He kind of gives off that vibe, but I know he's got that chip on his shoulder that Berhalter didn't
Because
pick
he
him
didn't-
for the World Cup. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, that's when you're going to go in, like, I have something to prove. I'm going to use every second. I don't care if I start or not. I'm going to use every
scored.
second to score. And then he came on and scored, within 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Within 5 minutes going on, which was insane. In a 9v9 game, to be said. But
Hey, goal's a goal.
goal is a
No,
goal.
it was before his 9v9 because
it was
Dest had
10v.
the assist.
Yeah, and then
He was the last one to
yep,
get red card.
Yep.
So Pepe plays for FC Augsburg and then was on loan to FC Groningen.
Yeah.
Groningen.
Groningen, yeah, I think.
And now
They
he's,
scored goals
and now
for
he's
us.
yeah,
Where's
he
Groningen?
popped off.
It is Groningen province. Of,
I mean, what
and the
league?
province of Groningen. I'm trying to read. Wait, did you say league?
What country,
Country,
what league,
That's,
something.
Germany, Austria, Africa,
that's what
where?
I'm trying to find out. It says it's a Dutch, so I'm gonna assume
So
it's
Netherlands.
Yeah.
So there we go. But yeah, I think right now front three, at least the wingers are solidified with Pulisic on the left and Way on the right. I don't think you can haphazardly say,
Valiant
well,
said.
you can,
Valiant.
yeah. But
He's not
as of
going
now, the three is Pulisic on the left, Ballo up top, and Way on the right.
And our back four is set too.
Yeah, honestly,
Jedi Miles.
I would say you could rotate our center backs because we have decent depth because
Yeah.
because you have Miles, Richardson, or Richards, just Richards.
Yeah.
You have Miles, Chris Richards, You also have Walker, who's really good. He did really
He's
well
playing
in
in the
still
Gold
Canada.
taking-
Cup, right? Zimmerman? Sorry. He's MLS. That's why
Yes,
know.
yeah. How old?
Is he on the Gold Cup team? Because you said the only crossover was Matt Turner.
I
but don't know.
believe so. I think I looked.
Well,
I looked last
he's
night.
MLS because he plays with
Yeah.
Nashville.
I do
so
not believe
I'm
that.
going to that game Saturday. Nashville versus Columbus.
Nice.
I'll be watching it.
My uncle and aunt are up from St. Louis. So.
Cool. But yeah, so front three solidified. I think even the midfield. I think the midfield three as well is solidified. Honestly, I think it's Adams, Musa, and Reyna. That's exactly how I'd play it.
I think it has to be.
I think you play that exactly like that, year by year, because even then you can bring Brendan on off the bench as either the cam or anywhere else in the midfield just to run around and be a pest, or you can put him outside and have him just run and send him balls that way.
Yeah.
Because he has that versatility with him. You can even put him up top and just run around. Because they tried that in the Gold Cup last year. Or a few years ago, whichever.
Well, Aronson came in and played more forward in the World Cup, too.
Mm-hmm.
My dad thinks Musa is the odd one out, which blew my mind. I don't see how
Yunus Musa is an absolute dog.
because he sweeps so well. He plays the 6 role
He
perfectly.
plays so elegantly, too.
But Tyler Adams can do that too. That's the thing. It just depends on if they want 2 defensive guys and 1 offensive,
I think,
or if they want 1 defensive, 1 offensive, and 1 in the middle. Because Weston McKinney's kind of
I think
not amazing
Moose's middle pack, too. I know he had to play the holding mid part because he had Aronson and Gio in front of him. But he was still getting forward
Brady's
offensively.
just lost.
He was
Yeah.
still getting forward offensively. I mean, he had great runs. And if you go back to World Cup qualifying, the last few years, he could still get forward, and he's still a threat. I mean, is he the best? I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He's got pace, and he's really good at
what's his first name?
Which one?
Musa.
Eunice. You guys said that.
What's his number?
I don't know.
What team does he play for? Other than the United States.
Isn't it Valencia? Yeah.
Plays for Valencia.
Yeah. Anywho, I still think you go Adams holding and
Is
then
it number 12?
Musa. I think Musa's still a good distributor for the most part.
Oh, yeah, he's a good.
I mean,
distributor.
obviously-
I just don't
Yeah.
think he's the attacking. I don't.
I
Think
know
he
he's
has
not-
an attacking presence.
I-
I think he's just a distributor.
Well, I mean, that's still an attacking presence for the most part
Kind
because you
of.
still have to worry about.
Well, no,
the
he
man.
gives the ball to Gio to start an attack.
Well, yeah, and then if
He gives
you,
the ball to Christian
I
to
still
start
think,
an attack.
yeah, but I still think.
I'm saying he's not getting up towards the box.
Yeah.
Actually, no soccer.
I still think that
Okay,
you
Leo,
can't.
relax.
I still think that you can't. I still don't think you can take him out the way he's playing.
I mean, I agree. I'm just.
Because even then, I know he's a really good defender as well, but I still think he's a decent attacker for the most part, where you don't have to think about that, like, oh, now we're going to be weaker on offense now just because Weston's not out there, or just
Yeah.
because Aronson's not out there. Like, I mean, I still think you can get away with it with doing Adams as the holder, and even then you could alternate because I know obviously Adams isn't much of an offensive presence. I would still,
no,
I'd
he's
take,
defense.
yeah,
Yeah,
I would
he's
take
holding it.
Musa for offense over Adams, just any day of the week.
Yeah.
But I would still go right now. My 11. I'm going through it right now. We're
Okay.
going Pulisic left, Ballo up top, right wing.
You're gonna start at the front.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm not gonna go.
All
I'll
right.
go back later, because there's a
I'm just
I'll
well.
go-
When you do a starting 11, usually you start.
yeah
Starting
usually,
back, yeah.
but no,
Back.
this is
Goalie.
Leo's 11.
He said, "This is
Defense.
America."
This is America.
go the
We're
wrong
switching
way.
it up a little bit. Yeah,
Okay.
right wing will obviously be Weah. Cam's gonna be Gio. Center mids will be Musa and Adams. Left back's gonna be Jedi, obviously. Right back's gonna be Dest, and your center backs, I think right now, is Richards and Robinson. I honestly think that's what it is. And then behind those two is Walker and Ream. You could alternate. You can mix those four, and I'd be fine with the
Hold
starting
on.
11.
Give your goalie.
And then my keeper would be obviously Matt Turner as of now.
Okay, so who are your 5 subs?
5 subs:
The 5 guys that are coming off the bench in the game.
Brendan,
Okay.
Weston, and then if you need the help on defense, or if you're up and you just want to get fresh legs, or someone gets a yellow card, you're going to need a center back. So I would go Walker. That's 3. Then even there, you could go Joe Scally because he played a hell of a game against Alphonso Davies as an outside back.
Yeah.
And then Pepe.
Okay.
That would be
That makes
ideally my like top 5, and then even then you'd still have Tim Ream on the bench. You'd have other people, obviously,
Yeah.
just to pick from. I mean, I think our depth is really good.
The only thing that worries me is I don't know how useful Weston is off the bench.
Yeah,
Because I don't know what he brings as a guy coming in the last 15, 20 minutes
yeah,
Or
to
30.
change the tide of a game.
yeah. Whereas if you do
Unless
that
we're
with
like-
Musa,
Unless we're scrambling really hard and we say, hey, we need more possession, we need to slow this game down.
yeah, and
pretty
we
much.
just
But that's the
need to
only way I
put
see
balls
it.
in here and there. We need that long ball that you can sometimes hit.
And you didn't have De La Torre in there, who I wouldn't have him in there either. But he's been consistently playing.
That's why I'm saying he'd be on the bench. Like, I mean, there's 5 subs that you can only make.
Yeah, no,
But-
that's what I mean.
But I mean, he would obviously still make that bench, I believe.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's the problem. Right
Are we
now.
missing anybody else?
I don't think so.
DK? No, he's hurt right now. And I'd
He'd
still
be off
have.
the end
I'd
of the
s-
bench.
I
Pepe's
would.
still before
Yeah,
him.
I'd still put Pepe over him.
Tim Ream, we said.
Tim Ream, Shackmore, no. Joe Scally's over all of our outside backs right
Think
now.
so?
I think right now it's Destin Jedi, and then after that performance against Alfonso Davies, I'd put Joe Scally over there as like our backup wing back for left or right.
Yeah.
Him or Shaq, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right? Shaq's an outside.
yeah. Shackmore is at right back.
Yeah.
Center mids, pretty much covered that. It is a roulette of 6 of them. Roughly. 5 of them?
6.
Who's after the 4? De La Torre. I mean,
Well, Aronson.
Aronson.
Aronson would be the 1, and then De La Torre.
I
and
still
then-
don't think Aronson's a center mid.
He's not really. I mean, he's just a dude who runs around.
He's a weird combo of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
It's
he's
nice
a
to
he's a
have,
really
though.
good
We
player to
have
have off
everything.
the bench.
It
yeah.
feels good.
It
and they play
feels
with
really
pride.
nice because
Iron
know they can
sharpening
win.
iron.
it's nice because you can build a team from our depth from what you want against the opponent. Like
Yeah.
if that opponent sits back and waits for you to make a mistake, then I think you could have anything you wanted right there, and you can just press and keep going on and on and on the whole night. Whereas if you have a team that just counters you, then that's when you go with the faster center backs, whatnot, or wiser. And if you want if you're facing a team that sits back and just waits, then why wouldn't you play like a Tim Ream who has the knowledge outside of the world and plays really, really good and knows a lot about soccer? Then you could have him as your center back trying to help break that depth down, and then I could see you playing, I don't know, you could either do Moose off the bench just because he's younger and might cause him more spark off the bench in that way. But I also, then again, we've never seen either of those two come off the bench.
Yeah.
Weston
Yeah.
or Munis.
We'll see. And it all depends. It's all going to depend on
Exactly.
health by 2026
It all depends on
anyways,
health,
so.
form. So,
But for now, we be happy.
yes, we are very
Yes.
happy. It's a good problem to have, just like the Reds right now. There's a lot of good
Full
prospects.
circle.
Full circle.
Yeah.
All right. To wrap up the episode, Isaac Bradley Dean, quiz time.
Yay.
You're already 1
Back
for
to
1.
school.
There's 5 questions, right?
Till I'm done.
I
So,
like that.
we're going to go back. Question,
Handle quiz of death.
question number
Yeah,
1.
this-
What city does Fulham play in?
London.
All right. We're 1 for 1.
How come every
Question number 2. What are the 3 colors on Fulham's logo?
Red,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
black,
Yes.
Yes.
and white.
Okay. Okay. What's the Fulham jersey sponsor?
I don't remember this.
He doesn't know this one.
He forgets it because he was looking at the jersey when you asked him the one time.
Yeah.
I can tell you what, it's
Hey,
not.
you gotta look it up. You're failing.
It's not.
Hey,
It's
hey.
not 32
Matt,
red.
he's Googling.
It's not 32
cheating.
red.
What in the Astros are you doing right now?
Get him off his phone then. You don't get to look up answers. This is a quiz.
Yeah, good shiz.
Phones
Do
away.
you know what it looks like? Do you remember what it looks like?
No.
All right. It's a big
2 or
W.
3.
This says World Mobile.
Put your phone on the front left corner of your
I
desk.
don't even know what that means.
Have everything off your desk. Is it a pencil?
You ready?
What is the name of Fulham Stadium?
It's so generic, but I don't remember.
It's not generic at all,
not.
actually.
Really?
Not
I
in the
thought it
slightest.
was. No,
I don't know what the first word you just said was, but
it starts with the C, right?
both words start with
Double
Okay,
C.
that's what I thought.
It's a double C.
I don't.
Craven Cottage. Craven Cottage. That's one of the stadiums that my dad wants to go to. It's on his bucket list.
Craven Cottage.
Yep. Craven Cottage. I don't know why.
2 for 4.
2 for 4.
It's not looking good, fake fan.
Who is your favorite player on the team?
Jedi.
All right. Who's the other American that plays on the team?
Tim. What's his last name?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We talked about it for like 15 minutes.
4 for 6.
I was gonna ask you where
Yeah.
Tim Ream was, but
Yeah, 4
Plays
for
for
6.
Fulham.
Fulham.
I meant in terms of national duty. But yeah, I got that now.
Not on the team, I guess.
Clayton would be fuming.
Is he hurt?
Anyway,
Who?
Tim Ream?
Yeah, he broke his
Season
arm.
hurt? Yeah, you're right.
Clayton would be fuming, but out of his control.
Look at me for. What was the team?
I was trying to think
Who
if we
was
had
the
another
team?
one.
What is their record?
Oh, who's the head coach?
I don't know. I didn't look that up.
I don't know either.
I didn't look that up.
Who's their goat?
Better
I
some
don't know.
bald
I
white
don't know.
dude.
Marco Silva.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
I know we had a decent record last year, middle of the pack. I do remember that.
What was your record last year?
How many championships do you have?
How many points did you
I
have?
don't think we have any.
It's a good guess. I don't know.
I picked the middle of the pack team.
How many points
You
did you have?
didn't pick a
last year?
last place team like Clayton?
Well, if you pick a last place team, they get relegated.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I picked.
Yeah.
I picked the middle of the pack
Feel like
team
no Guardians
to
should be
have the
relegated.
least chance of not getting regular.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Not
It's
getting chance of
well,
relegated.
my team luck. It started with the Arlington Renegades. Now we're just. I want to put the world back on notice that we up.
We were 15, 7, and 16 last year, Brady.
They were 10th of 20. What color is your home jersey? Last question.
Black or white?
Doesn't matter if you're
White.
black or white.
Usually it's
You
the
got it?
lighter
That
color.
was
What's the
that
color
was
of your
I was gonna
alternate
say,
jersey?
It's usually the lighter
That's our
color.
away jersey.
Well, that it's usually home white and road grays
Oh,
in
is it?
baseball.
I
so
know they
white
have a
was gonna be my
red.
guess.
It's kind of sick, though.
It is nice.
Well,
Hey, what's
bonus
the-
question?
Bonus question. What is the color of their away jersey?
If you get either color, I'll give it to you.
Let me look
That
at
makes it
it.
seem like it's
Is
very
it pink?
unorthodox color.
It's not pink.
I know they have a pink one.
Clown.
What is it?
Just kidding. If you put your name on the test, you would have passed.
It's mint and dark blue.
It's nasty.
It-
It is nasty.
If
and
I
good.
get
That's
it,
a
I think it's cool.
interesting looking jersey.
I'm here for
I
it.
know they have a
My
pink
bad.
one. I think I saw that on their website when I was looking stuff up.
Wasn't that a goalie jersey?
you gonna
buy a jersey
or what? Well, gents, is that a podcast?
I think that's a podcast.
My God.
It's been a long podcast.
go an hour 40. I told Brady.
Pretty
What else
close.
to talk about?
I told Brady we could cut up to 2 episodes. We could have killed 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, my trip could almost been its own episode because I talk a lot.
No, you just don't plan stories very well.
No,
Exactly.
Not
That's
the
why I was
slightest.
like, dude, get on with it.
no.
Alrighty. So we're back up to 4 this week. Next week we will be back up to 4, but we'll say sayonara to Leo. We'll say welcome back to Clayton. I'm sure we'll get some stories from him.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Probably not on the pod stories. Probably off the pod stories.
I
There's a
don't
couple
know.
cool
We'll see.
jerseys on here.
Go to Mine Jerseys.
Mine.
Mine Jerseys, yeah, they're cheap. Usually. Yeah, gonna be at the crew game this weekend. I'm excited. Back to Toodly Doo for you.
Yeah.
Bars, by the way. Leo's going to a Yankees game. You got any sports going on
I'm
anytime
excited.
soon?
I'm excited for next
Nope.
week.
Nope, just working.
Work.
Yeah,
Work, work, and work.
My cousin's wedding first.
there you go. Am I invited? Which cousin?
Tyler Lambert.
I don't know
They
him.
went to Van Buren.
I'm just kidding. Could be worse.
It could be worse, but I mean, it's the bottom, so it can't be. So it's the bottom.
All right.
Trash.
Follow us on Hot Take Sports 16 on all social medias. Code HTS is SeatGeek. Shout out to Hugh Bangs back in the lineup. They
Shout
can't
out.
see that, but
I was gonna say it if you weren't, but appreciate it.
gotcha. Hey, one of our teams has to have success.
He's got to hit a nuke
But,
tonight, right?
Oh, I hope so.
He's got to.
Be
No,
nice.
you won't. But hope so.
For person's
This
sake,
guy,
so-
wow, typical AL
All right,
fan.
that's podcast.
Typical AL
We
fan.
love you guys. Bye.